Hey, y'all. Sorry, I'm running late. Late today. Anyways, I had a call I had to make right quick for one of the kiddos. So I'm here now. Sorry I'm late, but we're going to get right to it. We're not going to screw around because I just want to get through this as fast as possible.
You're beautiful but unsatisfied since day one. You were getting teased and it scarred you when you were young. Now you're getting older and you've been on the grind. Your paper off the scale so you feel like it's time. So you got a nose job, that's the primary thing. People tease you as a kid and for some reason you hit. Always into high fashion, girl, you heavy like lead. Liposuction out your shell like a chicken and egg. Feeling confident but now you're becoming obsessed. First your nose, then your weight, now your butt and your breast. It's a vanity fair, cosmetic overdose. Feeling for a next operation like it was dope. Now you feel the need to skin pill, your skin's no good. But if those around you were real, they'll tell you the truth. Just because you spending thousands, that don't make it alright. Had one problem, now it's many going under the knife. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Come on. Vanity Fair, yeah. Changing one or two things, cool girl, do you? Do you wanna be beautiful and look like you? Or do you wanna look like someone you saw in a magazine, a video, but not in the raw? I like nice shaped bodies, bikinis Brazilian, but too much of anything just isn't appealing. Some people spend a lifetime, even a million. No grace like those unhappy when chilling. A girl with a big butt, big lips, small hips is what we all love to see, and men dream about this. There is nothing wrong with getting something broken fixed. Some women get a breast job cause cancer assists. Some women want to please their man and insist. And a woman really loves you if she wants to do this. But abuse ain't the same as intention with care. So be careful of the drug called the Vanity Fair. Vanity Fair. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Look your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Look your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, faceline, look at your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Come on.
Hey, y'all. Let me go up here and say hello right quick. Sorry again, I was late. I had a phone call I had to make right quick. Hey, Am, Summer Butterfly, formerly Was That Justice Brenda, Stargazer, Starry Night, Villainous Cupcake, Was That Justice Again, Zoya, Cool Gamer, Revival, all my favorites, Susan, Looney Tunes, Darby, Cammy, Hope, Kitten Claus, LKD, Trust No One, Kitten Claus, FBSI, T, all my favorites in one spot, Stella Bella, Go Find Me, Team Chloe, Hey Peg, Hey T. All right, y'all. Hey, Floor, we're going to hop in. I'm not going to screw around much because there's a lot I wanted to discuss. But I'm going to start off by saying there's a lot of misinformation right now being thrown out there about what Betty did yesterday. If you want to find out what was being talked about as far as Betty attempting to cause a mistrial, please go check out Down the Rabbit Hole News. There's a big difference in verbiage between Betty causing a mistrial or wanting to cause a mistrial. And people are getting lost in the sauce once again. So please go check out Down the Rabbit Hole News for factual information. I absolutely will. FBSI, I will check it. I have not checked my email at all, really, and I'm behind. But please go check out Down the Rabbit Hole News because there's a lot going on, y'all. Everybody's live right now too, by the way. I know that. I don't care. We're just going to do our thing. I have been, anyways, there's so much shit I've got in this head of mine right now that needs to go somewhere and probably not onto the internet. Another thing I want to discuss right quick is the crazy caters. Y'all doing too much over there. Doxing people that are actual people because you cannot do your own research is dangerous. This is why nobody gives you any type of credibility whatsoever, because the very people that you are attempting to dox, again, have all been on panel as themselves together. Do your fucking research. Stop being dumb. Judy is not Nunya. Nunya is not Judy. Stop with the bullshit. And I don't know why people are entertaining these people. I don't even understand it. What they do is dangerous. They're real lifers. Doxing is a problem. So tell me again how we're okay with them doxing people, but we're not okay with Molly doxing people. I mean, can we just be honest for a moment? I don't know what the difference is. I don't understand the double standards. I am struggling hardcore. I'll be honest. I am struggling hardcore with the double standards and the hypocrisy out here. It is absolutely mind-blowing to me. And the fact that we are willing to overlook misinformation being spread because it might be a creator I like, or somebody likes that person, or they've done a good job in certain things. Misinformation is misinformation. But we need to discuss the difference between misinformation, disinformation, and malinformation. Does anybody understand the differences here? Has anybody even talked about this? So, just so you guys know, misinformation is false connection, misleading content. That's misinformation. Disinformation is false context, imposter content, manipulated content, or fabricated content. Malinformation is leaks, harassment, and hate speech. What I'm seeing is there's a big disconnect between what people think is misinformation, disinformation, and malinformation. Certain people, we are able to connect to that this is misinformation, this is dangerous, but other people were not able to connect that to because they might use different verbiage or they might go about it in different ways. It's all the same. It's all the same. Their intent might be different, but it's all the same. It's all harmful. I don't understand. I'm struggling with people not understanding. People are like, oh, Spanky's not as bad as the rest of them. Explain to me how. Explain to me how. Because what he has done in these stories has absolutely been problematic for everybody else. Let's go. Let's just jump into it. We're going to actually start with yesterday's live that he did last night. Again, this is all under fair use content. This is based on my opinion only. But Spanky decided to go live last night and talk about the Summer Wells case. There has been no new information on the Summer Wells case, just so you guys know. I am not an expert in that story. But the only thing that's happening is one of the characters involved in the story is in jail for drug charges. So now here goes the circle again of all the misinformation, all of this stuff. And in this interview, he will talk about Jose. I want you to hear what he has to say current time about the Jose situation, because we're going to go back in time. We're going to go back in time and talk about how Spanky came into the internet. Spanky has said recently that, and I'm going to show that too, that he didn't like Molly in the beginning. Why? Why didn't you like her? And what made you change your opinion on it? Was I just... I know, monkey. I know, but it's the same behaviors. What's up with Renelle? Her panties and her in a bunch. I've never watched Renelle. I have no idea anything about Renelle whatsoever. I don't pay attention to people like that because it is absolutely... Paul, isn't it interesting? Isn't it interesting Molly brought him a lot of subs. Yes. Yes. Okay, here we go. Again, fair use content. I'm going to be stopping because I hear his feelings are a little hurt. So we're going to be stopping and going through some of this. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but we're going to talk about some of the stuff.
We are gathered here today, just you and me. How's everyone doing? Hope you're well. Thank you so much for joining me on this late night. What day is it? I know what day it is. Thursday.
We are absolutely speeding him up to 2 times. Absolutely, because he is painful, like watching paint dry.
Thursday night. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it. I'm sorry. I'm busted right now. Just put up with it. You know, you got to work with what God did you. Sorry. Anyway, hope everyone is well. Thank you so much for joining me. So right now we're going to be continue our coverage with Allie, Grandbun, Leslie with the Chris McDonough interview. I was watching a creator just a moment ago and I just freaking can't just drag my head into the wall. People, go for it, because it's just amazing how so many people make excuses for these people. And it's like, well, let's look at a man that was 3,000 miles up north in Alaska. Let's look at
oh, Spanky. Spanky is definitely trying to distance himself from the Jose situation, but we're going to walk it back and show you exactly who was responsible for a lot of the Jose stuff. Don't forget, he bought him a pair of boots, so it all should be good, right?
Someone who was in Gloversville, New York. Like, I get it. It's part of things that happened before and after summer, but 8 months prior to summer. And, you know, I just can't.
Rennell and Penelope, you mean wasted years? Is that the Lori? There's multiple Loris in the anti-caters group. I think you're probably talking about Penelope, but that's been the case. Penelope has hung out with that's where she came from, was the extreme antis. So the fucking funny part about it is the people on that list are people that Penelope also claims that she likes. It's a fucking disaster.
I really can't, to be quite honest with you.
So
I've got new glasses, so if I type something wrong, I'm sorry. Miss Hunty, I do well if I can type something right with my glasses on. So don't worry about it, my dear. You know, it is what it is, right? So thank you all for joining me. Please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. Listen, I just can't with, you know, there's a difference in being respectful about things, and then there's just so thank you. It looks so much better at night, doesn't it?
Just ass kissing in your opinion, kind of like you sitting on panel with all the misinformation that's been spread for how long now? Over a year, and you haven't said shit about it. You just let it go. You mean that kind of ass kissing?
Like with all the lights and all that. So maybe I should do more nights, but I'm usually asleep all this time, to be honest with you. I'm an old man. So all right, let's get it started, shall we?
Yeah, let's.
Credit goes to, of course, the interview room with Chris McDonough, our friend over there. And there's a couple rules that I have in here right now. And one of the rules is let's not speak of anyone's appearance in this video. Second of all, be respectful with what you say. I don't mind you talking about your theories or anything like that. Please just put in my opinion or allegedly. That way we can know what is. I mean, a lot of us already do know, but the people that are coming in that may not know a lot about this case, that happens every single day. You know, we don't want to get any more misinformation out. That way.
Oh, stopping the misinformation, right? Yeah, okay. You've always been concerned about that. New rules. Don't spread misinformation. Just put allegedly in front of it.
They know that is your opinion versus a factual thing, which there's not a whole lot of facts in this, to be quite honest with you. It's pretty much all theory. But what we do have in this case is what Chris did for us in the very beginning, for all of us creators, is these interviews in the very beginning.
Yeah, what Chris did was involve himself in an active investigation. Go, Chris! Yay! Good for him.
So please be kind to creators in here. We will not tolerate any bashing of anyone, whether they are for us or against us. We're not going to bash anyone in my chat room. We are a place where we are going to try to do better every single day, myself included, and as a creator. So thank you all for joining me. I do appreciate it. Yeah. So, all right, let's get started with this.
What was she
telling that, did you? And then she said to him,
Oh, hold on.
you didn't tell him that, did you?
about what?
This day, we really don't know.
I really don't know what to say, but he said it was pertaining to do with the alcohol.
So Spanky is going to play an old interview from Chris McDonough. This is what he's going to play. I don't care about the stuff with Chris McDonough right now. That's not my main focus here, but just wait. You're going to hear some of his excuses that he will start to make. And that's where I have a problem.
In the football.
That's very true, Chris. Good to see you, by the way. Hope you're doing well, my friend.
The alcohol in the what?
Puff bars.
What's that?
It is a nicotine, basically electronic cigarette.
Oh, okay. Those vape cigarettes.
Yes.
Okay. How are those packaged?
They come in a container of 3.
Are they? What color are the packages?
Different.
Do they come in? Do they look like cigar packages?
Yeah.
Or they come in blue ones?
Purple.
There's blue, there's purple, red, yellow, and orange.
Okay.
I think there's green one.
I don't know.
Well, Hunter will know, right? Okay. Then what?
So if y'all missed it earlier, we watched the first little bit of this interview. Now, prior to this, they were talking about, what were they talking about? They were talking, about Candace coming over to the house a day or two after Summer went missing. Allie alleges that Candace came in, wanted to talk to Hunter about what the TBI said. Allie had said that she had called TBI and told them that immediately. Now they're talking about they had went to a vape store or two prior, or the day rather, that Summer went missing. Grandis, H, and Candace along with Summer. And they had got a Twisted Tea, and allegedly Candace bought that for H, which is a minor, which is illegal, obviously, and some puff bars. Now, H had a puff bar, and Candace talked about it in Chris's other interview that he did directly with Candace when they were down at the horse pond. I suggest you watch that. Links to Chris's channel into this video is in the description for the live chat and for the replay. Yes, like the morning, Leslie did pass away, and we pray that she rest in peace. Yes, she did pass.
We didn't hear anything. Then, one night he was at work, because the poor boy tried to go back to work.
You're good, Mom.
And
You should see mine.
he had got a phone call from her, stating that she was on back from a cop car.
Hunter got a call
Yeah, but she had to go back to the police station
that night.
and take the polygraph.
This is Thursday.
Another one.
No,
this
this
was
would have been
Saturday.
Yeah, 'cause we didn't hear from her for a while.
Okay.
And then, like I said, he was at work. And she called. Said she was on back from a cop car. Heading to the police station. She had taken another polygraph test because she failed the first one. And then his girlfriend's mom picked him up from work. And she had called again. Said she was at the police station. She couldn't leave. So I called the detective. When I found this, I said, why does she keep calling her kid? Like, it was crazy.
What kind of alcohol did he give her? Or she give
She
him?
bought him a Twisted Tea.
A Twisted Tea? And where'd she buy that?
Catch 20.
Remember, Chris is no longer law enforcement. He's a YouTube creator who's got a little bit of celebrity out here, a little bit of infamy. He is not law enforcement.
Where's that?
Now, this is my question. What was the goal for Candace to buy H an alcohol beverage that day? What was the goal? Was it, there could be many goals, H could have asked her to get it so we could drink it. Candace could have allegedly offered it. Exactly. What?
So he's not about misinformation being spread, right? But he's going to sit here and ask all these questions. He's a YouTube creator, but they are putting on their investigative hat. So I'm going to fast forward it because I just want to hear this part.
Now, Summer you're watching TikTok videos. She's acting normal. Is she in her bathing suit at this point? Because she's been changed at the house?
Yeah,
or,
she is.
if you remember?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to put words in your mouth.
No, you know, I
okay. Then what happens? From there, you guys go where?
From the drugstore?
Yeah.
If you are new to this case and this story, the person that Chris is currently talking to is who they refer to as H. He was with them, with Candace, the day Summer went missing, and this is the line of questioning that Chris is having with him. My understanding is he is still a minor. A minor. Again, Chris is not active law enforcement. He's retired law enforcement. He's a YouTube creator. Okay?
We got to that place by the Staples.
Okay.
And if you have questions about how I feel about Chris McDonough, obviously I don't care for him because the misinformation, the harm that they do to victims. Yeah, no, I'm.
And you say that place, is that the swimming hole?
I don't even know if it's allowed to be called a swimming hole. That's why I call it that place.
Got it, straight up. Now, is this Warrior Park?
No, it's not in Warriors Park. It's at the stables, the horse stables.
Yes, sir.
Warriors horse stables or whatever they're called.
Okay, got it. And is this where you guys got out and went swimming?
Yeah, that little hole.
At some point, where she give you something?
Yeah, that was the deal.
And when did she give you that?
As soon as we got out the car.
Right, as soon as you got down there? And did she have one?
No.
Did she have any alcohol?
No, because she had to drive.
Okay, so she gives you the alcohol.
Yeah.
Did you ask for it?
Not until after she got it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
No, okay, so after she bought it, you said, hey, can I have that?
Yeah, she said, yeah.
So he says that he didn't ask for it until after she bought it. Well, so Candace was planning on drinking then. That doesn't make sense because either she was planning on drinking it while she was down there, and then H just said no, she wasn't going to do it because she was drinking. And if she was planning on getting her one, she would have just went and bought another one. So I think all along it was for H, in my opinion. All along.
And she just kicked it on you. Gave it to
She
you.
does that. You can ask her.
Okay, well, I'll ask you because you're the one, if she handed it to you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what about the
vape?
yeah, the vape?
Oh, we was both in it.
Okay. And is that, do you do that?
Hold on. Is there proof Jose was at Beach Creek June 15th? I'm interested. Until then, not at all.
So the question is, if there is proof Jose was in Beach Creek June 15th, I'm interested. Until then, not at all.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Trust me, I have been on the phone with Jose, with the detective. The detective saying, Jose, don't stop calling us. If you need us, or if we need you, we will call you. Don't worry about it. You're fine.
Why would Jose have been worried about what everybody was saying about him online? Does anybody understand? Again, Spanky did this content last night. There is no new information in this story, no new cases, but he doesn't want to spread misinformation, right? That's not his intent with any of this. But listen to what he's going to say about Jose. We're going to back it up for a minute. I wonder why Jose was so concerned about what was being said.
Fine. I mean, honestly, it is a waste of energy. The man was 3,000 miles away. I can assure you, as sure as I'm sitting here, just as I can assure you that when he was there 8 months prior, he worked at a cat scratch factory. They can check where he was working on where he was working at June 15th. He was working in Alaska on June 15th on a boat, working for the production of The Deadliest Catch or whatever that show is. He worked for them doing all that. I mean, it's just like, beat it in the ground. But you know what that creator won't do? Hell, he will not look at the parents not being cleared. Won't talk about that.
What about you? Didn't you seek out or have something to do with seeking out Jose? Wasn't it one of your buddies over there that sought out his information and helped track him down?
Won't talk about that. He'll talk horrible about, cops and everything else, and give cops and creators who have been cops bad yaps and everything like that. But God forbid, you start pointing fingers at Don and Candace. Please.
You're a creator on YouTube. If law enforcement has not filed charges, then again, they're guilty until or innocent until proven guilty. Well, in your guys' opinion, it's guilty until proven innocent, I guess. Yeah.
Listen, no way.
Fuck this shit.
A lot?
What, babe?
Yeah.
I mean, when I have them, yeah. They're just like nicotine babes.
Okay. Don't vape, man. Okay. All right. Your uncle here said don't vape. Don't vape. No more vaping. Okay. Mom, no vaping over here.
Yeah, no vaping.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Okay. So from there, what happened? Or at that moment, what happened? Do you go in the water first, or who goes in the water?
Somewhere was in the water because I was drinking the tea at the time.
Got it. Where were you at?
I was just standing around. Me and her mom was watching
What are you talking about?
TikTok. Like, she was on TikTok looking at funny videos.
Okay.
And then
Jen, no, Candace is Summer's mother. Grandis is Candace's mother, Summer's grandmother, but her name is also Candace too, as well. So we call them, instead of saying Candace and Candace, we say Candace and Grandis because she's the grandma and her name's Candace. So we shortened it as Grandis. The community did. So that's how that got. Now, this is H talking about what Summer was allegedly doing.
and she was looking through Facebook. We just have like a normal conversation.
And like what?
Like, we just talk about what we've done the past week, how long we haven't seen each other for. This is what we just mainly do, just hang out.
Okay. Does she like you?
No.
Not in that way?
She has a husband.
Okay, but in
What's even funnier to me is Jose didn't drive. Like, he literally didn't drive at all. He had to have Grandis take him to South Carolina, where he was shacked up with a woman there for a very short period of time. And he either flew or went on a Greyhound many, many times. I can tell you he was on a Greyhound many times. I mean, what is he supposed to do? Get on a Greyhound up Beach Creek to 110 Ben Hill Road, jump up the hill. The bus stops at exactly the right time on Ben Hill Road, runs up, grab Summer within 2 minutes, haul ass on. I mean,
Then if you knew all this and knew that it wasn't possible and he wasn't involved, why did you bring him on your panel and tell all of these stories for months and months and months? Why did you put him in those situations? I'm just curious.
I mean, use your freaking head, people. Seriously.
You use your freaking head, people.
The Circle Toy Soldier is starting to take up all day. All three adults have a guilty part in Summer's disappearance of not being. Yeah. I mean, listen, Dawn, and to be quite honest with you, I don't think Dudley has anything to do with it. I really don't think Dudley has anything to do with it. But I will say this as well. I don't believe Dudley for the most parts of a lot of the things he said either. But I don't think Dudley has anything to do with Summer's disappearance.
But he's not trying to spread misinformation. He has no idea what he's talking about, clearly. clearly opinion, speculation, his theories, right? But he's going to continue to drive home these narratives and talk about it because obviously he has nothing else to do.
I mean, I think they've really searched Dudley out. I'm sure that they searched Dudley's phones, his alibis, his car, everything. And if his phone wasn't off, you know, at this particular time, or he was moving around town, you know, at this particular time Summer went missing, you know, or they got him on camera somewhere, or they, you know. So I don't think personally Dudley has anything to do with it. Now, Dudley's being brought back up so people can recycle again. And because he was recently arrested for manufacturing.
What are you doing? This isn't recycling? How are you any different? There's no new information in the case. Period. Point blank, end of story. You said that yourself at the opening of this last night. But you sure as hell went and pulled out a bunch of shit. But you're just picking and choosing, right? Not spreading misinformation.
Allegedly, DRUGS. But again, he may be, you know, manufacturing stuff, but I don't think it has anything to do with Summer being gone. So, in my mind, after 2 years, and the father of Summer Wells was allegedly at work, and you can't say, the police can't say, for one, this man is clear, he was at work on June 15th between this time and this time. We know that. Why can't they say that? That's a simple thing to say. But yet the only thing they have said is,
you know what else is simple to say? That you don't know shit about what's going on in this story and you're not law enforcement. Let law enforcement do their job. That would be easy. But I guess you need content to milk, right?
they're not working with us. Ronnie Lawson, they're not cooperating with us.
They don't know you.
Yeah, yeah. And that's true, RJ. There was 3 others arrested as well.
Oh, happy.
Is it true that they can tell all the phones that hit on the towers near them? If there was a phone on, yes, they certainly can.
But
that way, does she like you?
No.
Did you get that vibe at all?
No, she just treated me like her adopted son.
Okay, okay, that's fair. That's fair. And from there, where's Grandma at this point?
She was still in the car because she had to call to get her phone turned off.
all right, I'm done with this one already. Sorry, y'all. We're switching out already. I can't do it. I can't understand what he's doing. He flat out said that there's no information on this. There's nothing, but he's going to continue to tell a story. But we're going to take it a step back because I want to show you guys we're going to walk back through his misinformation. Actually, hold on. I got to start here. Hold on, pause. Let's go to his other video from the other night first. Let's go here. Let's go here. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Switching out screens. So now this is going to be his live from 2 days ago. This is when he comes on his Clutch the Pearls page. This is his backup channel called Clutch Them Pearls. Clutch the Pearls. What is it called? Clutch Them Pearls. Again, this is all under fair use content. We're not going to watch the whole thing. I'm going to speed his ass up because, of course, he drives me absolutely bonkers with his monotoneness. Okay, let's go. We're going to walk it back. But I want to give you current time. Hey, y'all. His audio is terrible. Hold on.
Papa, can you hear me? Papa, can you hear me? How we doing? Good. How we doing? This is my first. I never streamed directly through YouTube. I canceled my streaming arts, and I would restream, and I don't know if it works. So, what you doing? I have been driving all morning.
Okay, his audio sucks. I'm sorry. It's really light. I don't know what's going on with it, but for some reason, it's really, really light. But we're not going to watch much of this anyways.
How's everybody doing? Happy it's a Wednesday. How about you, Club? Damn it. Is that better?
No, it's not better yet.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, unfortunately.
Hello? 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 Can you hear me? Way better? Like way. Okay. How's everybody doing? I've been driving all morning. I'm up in northern West Virginia. And yeah. I don't know how Marissa is. I haven't really talked to her, to be honest with you. Guys, hit that thumbs up. I've only got 13 thumbs up. And I'm better than that. Oh, my Lanta, Lord have mercy. I haven't been live much, so I thought I would come live to
He has not been live much, and if you hear what he said he hasn't talked to Molly much.
say absolutely nothing. I'm up to 27, 28.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm going to be live later this evening. We are going to be talking some true crime. I'm back in business. So I had to take a moment, had to refresh. Yesterday, I went live for a few minutes on Kick, but I felt like death yesterday. I felt like death yesterday. I don't know what was wrong with me. Like, I was nauseous all day. I think I had like a bug, but it's better now. We're up to 40, so almost half of you hit the like button.
I have never met a group of people that passes illnesses around as much as this group over there does.
Almost half of you.
That's serious.
Let's do more than that. Come on. Girls gotta work. Just gotta swim, birds gotta eat. You know? So let's do it. Okay.
I gotta show you guys my leg.
I don't know if it will let me do anything here or not. I hope I don't miss. Oh my God! I got filters now. Oh my God! What's a girl with a filter? Yeah, I did. I see, but I was trying to fix it, but it ain't gonna work right now. So I just have to fix it later. But the filters aren't coming on, so. Oh, I need some filters. I need like a damn cheesecloth filter. I am protected by the blood of a filter. Sorry, Jesus, I'm just kidding. Yeah. I'm afraid if I put. What? The filters are just circling. I don't know.
Y'all, I know it's painful. I know.
Let me know if you can hear me if I put you up here again.
I know.
Can
Y'all
you
yell
hear
at me later.
Can you hear me?
But I've got a point of my madness. Y'all know that.
Chapstick. Just put a light on.
Where did Molly learn
You
to
know
put her
about
chapstick on?
They don't call me the embalming Barbie for nothing. Mother truckers. You can still
The embalming Barbie? No, we call you the Wish version Ken.
hear me good? Or is it bad? Why is this not working? I'm not used to streaming through like. So what's everyone doing? How's everyone doing today? Yeah, hopefully.
Thank you, Revival. Revival said breaking news from Brett Buffington, who is an actual reporter, that the Leilani Simon has been rescheduled. Just so everybody is aware that is following that. It was originally scheduled for 2:00 and now it's been rescheduled.
Everyone is coming back to losing their mind. Like, I don't hate. I don't do any of that. I do me, and that's it.
You don't hate. You don't do any of that. What have you done for 9 months about Dre and her family? I'll wait. Anybody else? What have you done to other victims over the last year? Specifically talking about you doxing Jared Lysick's victim down to her social security number and every single thing about her. I guess ignorance necessarily isn't hate. So there we go back into the misinformation, disinformation, or malinformation. His intent might not have been malicious, but he doesn't do research. He doesn't prep anything. It's always about wanting to be the first. That is something out here on these streets of creators, the competition, the trying to be first, the wanting to be the one to release something. It's beyond me why people do that, because they don't even do their due diligence of trying to get the information correct.
I need more lipstick.
I did not need, absolutely.
Dolly Parton not sponsored. Watching Gannon's trial. Listen, I can't do Gannon's. I can't do it. That case, like, I'll literally just start crying right now talking about it.
Oh,
Listening to
y'all, thank you for becoming. Sorry, I'm so behind on my buttons. I owe Mingo a button for joining the Cabana. Thank you so much. And then Kitten Claus, thank you so much for gifting 10 memberships. Thank you so much. You guys are stuck with me for a month. Welcome to the Cabana.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. We got.
Oh, wait. It wasn't moved. It wasn't delayed. It was moved to a different location. I think they saw BHB and decided to go hide from her just streak. She drove almost 400 miles. Yes. Oh, God. Oh, God. People. Okay, let's get back into this. Sorry.
that baby cry and say he didn't mean to or anything. I can't do it. I literally can't do it. If there is one person out of any case that I've ever seen Letitia would be the one that I think should be stoned, in my opinion, publicly. The level of evil is mind-boggling. Yes, stars. It really is. It really is.
Just so everybody knows, too, he's not talking about Letitia, Marvon's biological mother. He is talking about Letitia Stout, her Gannon's stepmother. That's what he's talking about. And that has been an absolutely horrifying trial to listen to.
Hello, Mama's boss. Good to see you.
I've listened to a little bit.
I can't even do it.
Sorry, Mingo. I totally
She makes me so fucking angry, that woman.
I'm off my button.
I don't know how anybody could. I don't know. There's something about that case that I literally can't.
I literally
watching the trial and looking at Letitia's face.
So here we are.
They showed Gannon's little body in the face autopsy. Letitia, not yeah.
Why would that bother him? He showed unblurred photos of Kylie Rodney. That wouldn't bother him.
I don't know, little Gannon, man. It's bad. Really bad.
Yeah, it's a horror.
So yeah. I had to go yesterday and change my voter's registration.
We don't care.
I got a letter in the mail like, you need to change your voter's registration to a new county. And I was like, okay.
Can you hurry up? Good point.
They wanted to know if I wanted to change my party, and I'm like, yeah, I really do, to something sane, like it used to be. Everyone's lost their freaking mind. She does look like an empty, like a shell. She really does. Hi, Mr. Pork. How are you?
Revival said, update. Sorry, I misread it. The hearing has been moved. I thought it meant for the date. The hearing has been moved, not changed. It just has been moved to location. Thank you guys for updating us as it goes on. I appreciate you guys.
How you doing? Patreons, forgive me. I have not done anything in Patreon in the last several days because I'm going to be kicking a couple trolls out of there, and I'm going to try.
He's going to try to get the trolls out of his Patreon.
I work on that today when I get home. You know that I have a wrench on this channel, so you can move it. Just wanted to make sure. Thank you. Oh, hold on. Okay, I think I might have fixed it. She is definitely an empty. Yeah. So, Lori Daybell's. Why is she working on a mistrial? Why? Lori Vallow is a demon. She is a demon. That's to put it loosely. Can't deal with her. She tried. Well, I heard that she had to be removed because she got like emotional because when they said they could smell the decay, the deceased bodies. Well, guess what? Bitch, you should be crying for once because the only thing you have done in the past 3 years is smile.
I agree with him there.
That's right. Save your tears. You'll need them in hell. Trust me. I don't know, man. Am I liking Kick thus far? I do like Kick. I haven't really streamed much on any platform really much lately, but I'm getting back. We're gonna be getting back, and I've just been really traveling a lot with work. Lots of driving. But 'tis the season. Kids are on spring break. What is it? April, May. They'll be out of school before too long. I'm excited about summer. Do lots of things, hopefully. It's too much having these trials at the same time. There's a lot of trials. Now, I've wondered. Now, Lori Vallow, her trial is more or less private, right? There's no cameras allowed. There is typing allowed, audio. What do you think about Brian Kohlberger's? Hey, Nikki. Do you think Brian Kohlberger, like it's in Idaho, so do you think the cameras will be allowed? Now, Lori's
Listen to this shit.
lawyers didn't want cameras, and actually neither did the prosecution. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen in BK's trial, because that's going to, I mean, Lori's trial should have more coverage. It would have had way more coverage if there was cameras allowed. It should have been so much more.
It should have been so much more. What about justice? What about justice for the family, the victims? Instead of content on YouTube, what about justice?
The baby cameras. I think the victim's family will fight for.
It's absolutely sad that content creators are more concerned about the publicity in their content than actual justice and the court proceedings being as secure as possible. It's absolutely mind-blowing to me.
For cameras. Oh, what was that? Oh, how do I get back to my comments? Hey, Gator, how are you, honey? Lori is still not getting her Botox anymore. Yes. She's starting to look like her mother. Respectfully, Mrs. Lori Vallow's mother. Yeah, she's starting to look a little, you know, rough. Rough.
Thank you, Revival.
So there's that. Is it true she fell asleep during her trial yesterday? I have not heard that. Is 49 looking 70. Yes, 49 looking 79. Okay, have a good day at work. I see you. Can you type something? Thank you. I need to fix something. Hold on.
I see you, the right hand man.
All right, I think I fixed that. I see you. That's what I heard she did fall asleep at her after her breakdown. I don't know, but I wish the trials had not been separated. I think they should have been together. They said Tylee's body, there was not much left of it. Thank you, Julie. They said there was not really much left.
Thank you.
JJ there was more of him left, but he had his hands caped so much.
Revival's got it. Thank you.
I don't know what's wrong with
A
people.
lovely ICU, right, Saucy?
Really don't know. There's a lot of evil in the world.
Oh, really?
I don't want to. Nothing works here. Is cameras allowed for his trial? Whose trial? Oh, for Chad's? Probably not. Probably not. Yes, Scorpio. And he was found with the same pajamas on as the last photo that was taken of him that day on the sofa. And they thought there was levels of evilness. And the ones with the highest degrees of evil, their bodies had to be destroyed from this earth. Now think about the perversion in that. Think about that. Yeah, that's fine. I see. Sorry.
Those people are sick. There's no way.
Marissa, I guess she's okay. I haven't talked to her really. I don't know, but I really feel like Lori Vallow may have her.
Marissa's okay. He hasn't really talked to her.
Last, not Charles, but the Ryan, her husband before that. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Donnie. So sweet. Molly was at lunch earlier at the Olive Garden when I spoke to her. Oh, wasn't that nice? Must be nice. I have to work. So yeah, I don't know. The world still turns, I guess.
So someone in his comment section said that they just talked to her. She was at Olive Garden. Everything was fine. Okay, cool.
Hello, September. Good to see you.
We're laying the groundwork here before I
Let's
talk.
keep that things off. I'm having trouble with my geraniums, Justin. What? What's wrong? Tell me all about it. Tell me what you're having. We will fix them. What's wrong with your geraniums? I'm waiting.
You could just do.
I need to do some plant
That would
videos,
be fine.
but I need to do a lot of things as well. Geraniums are so hardy too. Yes. Hello, Priestess. Good to see you, September. No, I finally kind of laughed. Just a pop-up love. Didn't really talk about. Sorry. Boomer sooner, maybe. This screen is annoying me because I pushed that thing earlier and it's got the filters and it's got like 4 wheels just spinning. And it won't leave. I try to take it off. No. I live a garden and I'm obsessed with succulents. Me, 2 stars. I'm obsessed with cacti and succulents. I'm such a go back. I'm such a bad plant mom. My aloe vera died. The best. Oh, yeah. Can't freeze. Have you been covering Lori Vallow case on the other app? Would love to hear your thoughts so far. I haven't really been covering Lori. I mean, I have in the past, but I might do a little bit this evening of Lori Vallow. Pink geraniums are my favorite and the hardest to find. Yes. Thank you, Easy, for $3. Thank you, my love. Appreciate it very much. I managed to kill an aloe vera plant. Well, do you have any thornless cactus? Yes, I do. I certainly do. In fact, I specialize in the monkey tail cactus, which are.
We don't care. Get to the point.
They have they're soft to the touch.
All right, here we go.
I'm having trouble with aloe vera. Keep it in sun, not like beating down sun on it, but yes, monkey tails are amazing.
3 hours later.
Keep your aloe vera, but don't overwater it. Aloe vera is really easy. Really, just don't overwater it and let it really dry out before you water it again, and then water it. Really good.
Get your coffees. You're gonna need it for this shit. Thank you, formally.
I think my aloe vera does so well because I'm in Cali. I ignore them and they flourish. Stars, that's exactly right. Ignore your aloe vera, and they'll be fine. Water them whenever they start feeling a little softer. You'll know. Oh, nice. When I was in Texas, living out there for a minute. They used to have, I think they're called like century plants, and they would like bloom like every century.
He gets there sooner or later, I promise. Hey, let's be honest.
Yep, you did too much and done.
3 hours later.
Yes, Mitch, you can ignore them. What makes the stems fall off? Usually cold. I mean, what do you mean the stems fall off? Do they break off, or send me a picture asking. This is the first time I saw your channel, and I want you to know that I am pleasingly amazed to see how you do without Molly. Thank you. I think it's a compliment. I don't know. Molly is my friend, but people think, like, I can't answer for Molly. You know what I mean? Like, she's my friend, and I'll help her do anything she needs, and I'll help any of my friends.
Obviously, you will help her do anything she needs, like co-sign her shitty behavior and run with the same narrative that harms victims and their families. But that's the thing. You did it on your own without her too. You get a pass because people can't stand to listen to you because this is how you are. But you were just as involved.
I give my honest opinion as well, privately. But, you know, people, the sad thing with like YouTube and stuff is you are judged for someone you might talk to. And it's like, because you talk to that one person, you...
Oh, kind of like the Caters have done to me, because they assume that I'm friends with Uni, or they assume that I was Katie. Or wait, didn't you guys try to paint that narrative that I was Katie or associated with Katie Joy? Because I reshared a post of hers that I agreed with? Okay.
By default, accept everything that person says. It's like you bear the sins of another.
No, you bear your own sins. Let's be honest about that. You have done enough on your own. Molly didn't have anything to do with you unblurring Kylie's photos, did she? Molly didn't have anything to do with you doxing Jared Lysak's victims. You did an interview with Marvon Sr. without her even present. You forget all that? You are being held accountable for your own behavior. Let's clear that up.
1 year. And I don't think that's fair.
I don't think it's fair, but you do it to other people.
I mean, there was this channel recently. It's like, oh, well, because Justin was in that chat, he by default accepts everything that she said. And I'm like,
no, that's not the case. Justin speaks on his own behalf in chats, and Justin says a lot in chats.
No. I am my own person. I choose the good out of that creator that I like, and I leave the rest.
Overlook.
And that's it. I don't kick anybody while they're down. No. I don't want to kick anybody. Too lazy.
You don't kick anybody while they're down. What would you call what you have done to Marvon's family over the last 9 months, 10 months? Dre specifically, the children, her family. Anybody think that was kicking her while they're going through a bunch? I mean, I'm just interested what you guys think. Draw me a number 1 in the comments if you think he was actively kicking her while she was down. Or number 2, was he just, you know, being the great, wonderful man he actually is?
Sorry. Your roses have brown leaves on the edges. You might want to check them for a fungus as well. Roses are very susceptible to funguses.
He was absolutely kicking her.
So if you got any, like, get some 7 dust or something, just sprinkle on it. It takes care of the fungus. It takes care of any bugs and all of it as well. And also make sure it's getting, they're very drought tolerant. Roses are.
He doesn't want to talk about it,
But yeah,
really.
Totally dizzle. Nobody agrees with what others say, or they are not having their own free thoughts. Free thoughts is very important. That's exactly what Rose is sharing. I think it might not help that she said several times the other day that you are depressed without her. Okay.
You notice that his response to that? So Molly must have said somewhere, again, I don't know if this was on Kick or what was said, or if it even was said because it was somebody in his comment section, but Molly must have said that she was depressed without, or Justin is depressed without her being on YouTube. You saw his little snicker there. I think Molly thinks she controls Justin a lot more than Justin thinks he is controlled by Molly. I think there's a miscommunication there of who actually runs the pant or wears the pants. Justin doesn't want to admit that Molly wears the pants, but she absolutely does. But he's his own person. We're establishing that, right? He is definitely responsible for his own behavior. Nobody else made him do the things he's done. That's why we're going to look at his channel. Okay? Because there's a lot that Spanky's been a part of.
True friends don't agree with their friends always. I mean, honestly, no, I don't always agree with her. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The thing with Marissa is, I personally feel like she shares too much of her life, but that's my feeling about her. Now, if she wants to share everything in her life, and share everything in your life, but I think it's, I think you don't have to share. They drug y'all to the hell and back over Don losing the one job, and it's okay to band together and make Molly lose her channel. Yeah, I mean, I don't want anybody to lose their channel. Anybody, whether they're for me, against me, you have a right to do, as long as you're not being like, as long as somebody's not like, you're not driving somebody on the edge of or anything like that, but change the channel if you don't like it,
As long as they're not on the edge of what? What? Oh, the S word that makes you uncomfortable, called suicide. Kind of like people like Michelle that were going through mental health struggles, and you obviously knew that, but you encouraged your cohort, Molly, to continue to use it. You actually laughed about the same content, that kind of stuff. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, Susan, so much. Thank you. I know, y'all, this shit's boring, but it is what it is.
105 likes, 151 in here. Please hit that thumbs up. I block so many channels with thumbs up. Yeah, that's what you do. Just block them.
You're proud of
you don't.
Thank you.
I don't. I swear to God. People's like, I saw the chat the other day, like, Justin's evil. I'm like, I am? I literally don't ever speak a name on my channel. And I'm evil? Well, if that makes me evil, what does it make everybody else? Because I don't even speak their name.
Oh, really? You don't. Y'all hear where we're going with this, right? Y'all have heard what he says. He doesn't speak about the haters. He doesn't do anything wrong. He stands up to people that he doesn't believe what they're saying. Oh, privately. So we're just laying the ground rules, right? He says he's not vile. Everybody else is vile. Okay. I'm just making sure we've got all of this laid out. So when we dive back in and you see how he actually is,
No. Don't even speak their name. So, yeah. I don't really know the obsession with her, like the Molly obsession. Like, I get it. She says some crazy things sometimes, but so does everyone else. I don't know what it is about her. I just don't understand.
Can we talk about the things that she actually does? Her behaviors, like harming the victims and their families, the same thing you do. That's what we should be talking about, Spanky. But again, you don't want to admit those things. Okay. Same as you.
Yeah.
Poor Justin.
It's craziness. It really is craziness. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, when I first met Marissa, I did not like her. I didn't hate her. I didn't want to, or anything like that. But I was just like, who is this girl? She's a lot. She is a lot.
So he didn't like her in the beginning, huh? I wonder what changed his opinion. That's always interesting to me. When you see somebody for who they are and you know that they are doing things for a show, and then he didn't like her at first, but he grew to like her, or was it you grew to like the money? I'm just curious.
A lot. But then she just grows on you, and
She just grows on you.
I've always been honest with her.
Like a fungus?
And she is a giving person. I don't care what anybody says. I have seen her give a lot to people.
So Justin refuses. If you've ever watched Justin at all, he refuses to talk about Molly's actual behavior and what they do, including himself in victims' stories and the painting of wrong narratives, all of it. He refuses to discuss this. The only thing he can come back to is Molly is a very giving person. She gives a lot to people. Molly doesn't buy people off. What? That's exactly what she does. Why do you think she's so giving? Because she's buying people off. And it doesn't excuse her wrongdoings. It doesn't excuse your wrongdoings either.
I've seen it.
He doesn't want to talk about the problems. He wants to talk about, oh, she's giving a lot of money.
Well, thank you. But I just
broke his ego 100%.
Yeah, Jessie Lynn. I mean, to be quite honest with you, I don't talk about politics on my thing my platforms. I don't think it's a good thing to personally talk about publicly. Hey Veda, good to see you, honey. And who you vote for is who you vote for. Who you love is who you love. The way you live is the way you live. I'm not here for any of that.
You're also not here to stand up to any of your friends when they completely bash people in your community. But
yeah,
there's a side.
If I don't like something, I'm like, turn the channel. Turn
right. That's
not sponsored.
From either.
2 subjects my husband never discusses with anyone: politics and religion. Yes, you will lose family members, you will lose friends, you will lose viewers, you will lose your sanity. I'm going to do something, and I promise everybody's going to ask me. I will. I promise. So I just stay away from those. Where am I headed today? Well, I am headed, hopefully, home in just a little bit, but I'm up north right now. I gotta go south. Yeah. Where is this link to Kick? I have no idea. I guess you just type in Molly Golightly on Kick. Type in Justin Brawl on Kick. It should take you there. We can do that at Dizzle. I know no one claimed a prize last time. That was what? It's ridiculous. All right, guys. So I am 2.5 hours from home.
All right, we're done with that one now. Okay, back to, let's go here. Okay, I'm throwing it all the way back. Here we go. We are going back to the very first live that Spanky ever did. That is still up on his channel. Okay, so this was streamed a year ago. Hold on.
Station.
No, there's no
And
phones
you-
in the room.
She would have to go to the nurse's station to get her
Yeah.
messages and maybe.
All right. I am backing us all the way up to, this is his first live on his channel that is still up. I don't think it was his actual first live. I think he had done a few and has deleted them. But this, the title of this is another 911 from 110 Ben Hill plus Harmony Montgomery timeline update. That's what the title of this video is, and it's from over a year ago. I'm going to back it up here before he gets people on panel. But I want to show you how he starts off, where he came out of. Give me 1 second.
How's it going? Everybody good? Was most of you guys over with Marissa? It's been an interesting evening. Have you guys heard the 911 calls? Have you guys heard the 911 call? I've got I got a recording of it.
So if you know anything about Spanky, what he's been doing over the last 10 months, Spanky is fond of releasing phone calls from 911 recordings, body cam footage, unblurring photos, court documents that are unredacted. He's known for all of this stuff. So in the title of this video, he's got the address where Summer was taken, which is public knowledge, of course. But he's got that in there. And here he goes. Let's listen to a 911 call. That's where he always goes.
I can't share my screen, but I can play it.
Hold on, I got to speed him up. Sorry.
So awesome.
Oh, we'll listen to this on regular speed. Sorry, y'all. The audio is absolutely horrifying in this. You can't really tell what's being said even. Like, it's bad. But I want you guys to understand, this is the first live he left up on his channel. I think he's done previous ones to this, but this is the first one he left up.
Do you have an APA? Also, he's downstairs and he's unaware that she's called.
God, that's annoying.
So, hey guys, how's everybody doing? So basically, I don't know if you guys could understand it. The 911 calls are so hard. Doesn't say who it is, but it makes me so happy you are getting closer.
Close.
Yeah. So it basically what it states is Candace was upstairs, Dawn was downstairs. I guess they had separated themselves, and Dawn didn't know. Where's my mods at? Do I have any mods in here right now?
Why do they care about having? I don't even know if my mods are ever here or not here. I don't even know.
Hey,
They're also
Cassie.
sad about mods. Why? Yes, Amethyst, 100%. He does. Yes, 3. Just wait.
I gotta do it from my phone. I forgot.
I'm speeding him back up. Sorry, y'all. I can't take it. Again, this is under fair use.
Give me a second so I can add some mods.
Gotta have mods. Lord forbid somebody questions you.
Hello.
And he was all yellow. Come on, Spanky. Get with it.
Tennessee. Heidi is yelling. Where's Heidi? I don't see Heidi. Where's she at? Here, I'll drop a link if you guys want to come up. Anybody wants to come up, you're welcome to. And then I'll start talking. So basically, what was Miss Fletcher? Okay, yeah, because she's a mod. Perfect. So Candace was upstairs, Dawn was downstairs. I guess they had separated once. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Breach. And I'm going to be one of those I can't look at the chat when I talk. So they separated themselves, and Dawn didn't know that Candace was calling 911 on him, on Dawn. And the police show up. Candace says that Dawn assaulted her, and Dawn said that she came home from work, she was drunk, and that was pretty much it. They said they made an evaluation. Well, somebody upstairs called. It could have been Grandis. She could have been upstairs. She may have came over or whatever and was upstairs, but they said she's up. Well, it could have been Grandis calling from the trailer, I guess. But all the 911 caller says that she's upstairs, he's downstairs. So
he says when he starts this, the reason I pointed this out, I'm going to back that up so you guys can hear it again. He starts out by saying that the call stated, okay, let's go back. Actually, let me just let you listen to that again. And I'm going to slow it down. Because he told us that this was a 911 call and what was going on. And then he changes it.
That Dawn, let
me go back.
Chat when I talk.
Okay, listen, this is regular.
So they separated themselves, and Dawn didn't know that Candace was calling 911 on him, on Dawn, and the police show up. Candace says that Dawn assaulted her, and Dawn said that he came home from work, she was drunk, and that was pretty much it. They said they made an evaluation. Well, somebody upstairs called it. It could have been Grandis. She could have been upstairs. She may have came over.
So at the beginning of this, he states that it was Candace, as a matter of fact. And now he switches it and says, well, it could have been. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Like, he will state something as a fact and then mid-sentence correct himself. This is a problem.
Or whatever, and was upstairs, but they said she's up. Well, it could have been Grandis calling from the trailer, I guess, but all the 911 caller says that she's upstairs, he's downstairs. So that could be
Right,
possible.
Christy?
So one of them, they're fucking a mess. To be honest with you guys, it's crazy.
Imagine having a child missing and you are supposed to keep it together.
They made an evaluation. Candace said her finger hurt, her thumb hurt, or something like that. But she wasn't that bad off because she could still flick or light her entire shoes. Come on, people. Injustice.
Okay, so
Gets big times. I can say I was here since day one. Yes, you can, Moon. All of you can. Thank you guys so much.
his first live, you can see
I hear a chirp. It's
the beginning.
It's mine apparently. I don't know where. I have those.
I'm gonna fast
The
forward.
10-year alarms. You know what?
I don't care about his alarm.
11 or something. And I don't know how long the alarms have chirped like this. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Did you guys
Speeding it back up.
what is it? The Sky News. I thought I had to ask Marissa because I missed it all. Because I thought it was Sky News like Australia, but she said they were local. In fall. Well, I guess I have to put mine 10 years in the fall, though, Tara. So
This is the first live he's got up on his page from a year ago. This is we went back. We went from current time, the shit he's been spewing over the last 2 days. We went all the way back to his very first live. So very first live, within the first 10 minutes, he quotes misinformation and then just continues on.
it's like I guess the next time I'll have to change it is what year is it? 2022, 2032. Something like that. So Skyline News, yes. Are you familiar? So do you know Skyline News? You're familiar with them? Anybody wants to come up? You can come up. Heidi, anyone? Miss Fletcher, Cassie, anybody? Kiwi? One second.
Hold on. Fast forwarding again.
Montgomery. Some breaking news in the Harmony Montgomery.
Breaking news. This
Oh,
was a
sorry,
year.
Heidi, you're down there. Sorry, Heidi.
Sorry.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Better.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to read this thing to you guys.
I didn't hear there was an update on Harmony.
Yes, just broke just a few hours ago, actually. Oh goodness, Tracy, I hope you don't get it. You gotta be very careful. Very careful. Let's see here. Investigators released new details Monday about the search for the 7-year-old New Hampshire girl, Harmony Montgomery. The New Hampshire Attorney General Office said investigators to date has narrowed the window for Harmony's disappearance to a period under 2 weeks in 2019. Investigators has previously said that she was last seen in October of that year during Manchester police called for the service of the home at the home. Same, please. The last time she was seen was sometimes between November 29th, 2019 and December 10th, 2019.
Okay, he goes over the article. We're going to skip through that because that's all old information. I don't want to put that out there, but let's go here.
There's snowstorms today up here where I'm at, so just doing some stuff around here and just kind of staying under the blankets with some snow. I'm sorry, what did I miss?
Would you like to take the round, Heidi?
Do I have to? Sure.
You have to.
Should I be sober for this?
Yeah, no, you shouldn't.
Okay, let me
Well,
we'll start with
our little Miss S that we helped out the other night had decided today she was going to go on another channel and start bashing.
Okay, so I want to, again, I'm providing context here. First live on his page, he starts off, it's titled "The 911 Call from Ben Hill Road" in regards to the summer. Breaking news on Harmony Montgomery. But now we are 22 minutes into the live stream. He brings 2 other people up and they're going to talk about drama. Okay. And then we're going to move it forward because the main reason I'm just trying to lay groundwork here of where he came from. So before Justin started going live on his own channel, he was hanging out in comment sections, especially over on Chris McDonough, Molly's, other places. He was a sub before he became a creator. And then somehow he started going live. And this is his first live that he left up on his page. Just so anybody popping in knows what we're doing.
Marissa again.
Oh no!
Yeah, after she was up
in the hospital. I thought she was not.
Well, she was up on panel with Marissa today earlier, and stated that she stated she had a heart attack from the medications.
Oh dear God!
And that she was still hospitalized, but yet I don't remember. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. Whose chat she was in?
Right. Took care of it because I believe
she was ripping Marissa an asshole. Pardon my.
Really?
Yep. And I went in and I had to see it for myself. I just had to see it, and it was her. It was
That's
her.
heartbreaking.
Yes, it was birthday.
And yeah, it really upset me to the
that's
point that
shocking. Yeah.
like,
Wow.
I broke down because we put our
I know.
Hard into it.
every bit of our
Right.
heart and effort into helping her,
Yes.
and she has the audacity to do this again. And like I said, because of one bad apple, I won't be there to help somebody
Right.
else if needed.
Well, that's what I just wanted to say. You know what? I don't take back or regret anything that
No.
that I did for Susan. I mean, there's a reason why. Again, again, I will go because I am my faith. God. Paths cross my lifetime. God makes people paths cross with me for a reason. And I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't change a thing with what happened with her. I helped her. I do what I'm supposed to do. I do the right thing. I pray. I wish them the best. And it is sad that she's not well and she's still making not proper decisions. She's not making right decisions. I just hope that she gets well. That's all I pray.
I'm not crying, you guys, I promise.
And I just pray that she gets well and she gets better and she gets the help she needs. Because that's what happens when your mental health flares up and when your depression is horrible, your PTSD is horrible. You're your own worst enemy, not realizing you're your own worst enemy half of the time. That's how far that sickness can, that sickness can bring you, and you won't realize it until you're stabilized. It's like an addiction in that way. Mental health is crazy in that way. It's like an addiction. It's like when you're in the manic breakdown,
you don't realize you're in the storm.
Exactly. You're not aware of what's kind of going on in that breakdown crisis. Like, it's like you're watching it and it's like it's an out of body experience. And then once you come out of it, you finally stabilize yourself. And then you look back. And then if you're one of those people where you have a crisis and a breakdown where you end up hurting other people in that process, then when you see that clarity, believe me, that's gonna be a very hard. It's gonna hit her hard. It's gonna hit her hard.
Yeah.
And from there, it will depend on her free will what she decides to do with it. Will she learn from that mistake and realize, oh my God, when I have a mental health break, I make bad decisions and I.
Okay. Again, he's not a part of the drama, right? This is where we're getting out of this. I'm trying to lay the groundwork for you guys to understand. He has been trying to distance himself from the drama. He doesn't pay attention to the drama. He's not involved in the drama. This is his very first live that he left up on his page from a year ago. We went over the most recent 2 lives on his Clutch and Pearls and his other channel that he's been done. He has constantly always tried to separate himself, but every live you can find, Justin is in the drama. They talked a little bit about the cases, and now we're talking about drama. People, I don't even have a clue who they are, what they're doing. But tell me again how Spanky has never been a part of the drama.
Say things I don't mean. And so I need to get myself in a better place where this doesn't happen again. And I don't make these mistakes where then I got to go back and apologize for my words and my actions because I had a mental health crisis and I ended up doing things that hurt other people and including myself. I embarrassed myself as well and did things that I would normally do when I'm in my proper state of mind.
Right.
T. Kalani, sorry if I messed up your last name. She did get up on panel
Yeah,
with that.
she did.
That's where she was, and that's where I saw her saying it.
Yes. It was really, this is the thing. She was up on panel with Heidi and I and Marissa and everything earlier. And she wrote in private chat, she said, Marissa, look at private chat. And then she goes, excuse me. She goes, can I have my wrench back? And, Marissa, I don't even think she was paying attention or anything, but she looked at it and then she read it out loud. Marissa read it out loud. And then she said, I'm sorry for everything I've done or something. Wasn't Heidi, something to that effect. She apologized.
Something to that
She
effect.
And someone on chat said, you're in the hospital right now. You need to really be taking care of yourself. You had a heart attack. You're in the ICU. Don't worry about it. She's like, oh, it relaxes me. It relaxes you to be a mom.
Well, Revival, you remember her? I didn't even know anything about her until watching some of his old streams.
That's not the most relaxing thing I can think of.
I mean, you know what? It could be a 50-50. I mean, I don't know. Personally, for me, I mean, everybody's different. I mean, if you're already, in a hospital room, you've already been there for 2-3 days. It's late at night. You got to be in your room already, but you can't go.
Okay, we're fast forwarding again because I can't handle this bullshit. All right, here we go.
Hi. I remembered that. She had the camera that doesn't work.
Yeah, I don't even have one.
Okay.
Right.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I've been kind of watching this on the sidelines, and the thing is that if she was in the hospital, my daughter they have her in a dark room.
So now they're going through and talking about obviously somebody that is having problems with Molly. So you can see the drama has always been.
Therefore, I'm still going to kill somebody. Who knows what goes on in those types of people's minds?
Absolutely.
It could
Unless
be
you're,
interesting.
unless you're one of those psychologists that specialize in wanting to talk to or dealing with, serial killers or killers of serious crimes and want to discuss it. Well, that's why it's fascinating that they were just finishing what A&E, they just finished airing this miniseries called BTK Confessions of a Serial Killer. And
Yes. Was that on
was
Discovery?
yeah, that was for me. It was on for me. It was on A&E. For you, it might have been on Discovery Network, but it was called BTA Confessions.
Okay.
Paranormal, ghost hunting, you know.
No.
Care.
No, still don't care.
Went from
He's from Wisconsin here. He was put in prison for 18 years.
So they go through and
Okay.
basically that was all
I'm sorry, Justin. No one's been where.
that was
behind
all.
bars.
That was it. They just
Animal
continued for the
activist.
rest of the life.
about to happen, but it's not.
Yeah, like I can't even make it through an SPCA commercial. Get ready to write more, brother, because you're gonna be writing.
Oh my God, I'm telling you.
You're gonna be writing down that information.
Okay, you guys should get what I was throwing down there. Absolute drama. All right, let's go back. Let's go back into his. Okay, I'm going to go through this, and now I'm going to show you guys why I'm doing this, because you need to look at this. Hopefully you can see what I am showing you. Let me make sure my screen's on. There you go. All right, this is Spanky's channel. This is his main channel, okay? I'm going all the way back to the very first lives that he's done. And let me just say, continue. Hold on, I got to get back there. So this is the one that we just watched a little bit about. His first one. His very first one. Then he goes into Joe Clyde, Daniel, 5-year-old death, parents, trail, story, chat with panel. Then he goes into, has this been checked out? Summer Wells case, Ben Hill Road. Let's just chat about everything, latest and greatest cases. Oh, guess who's on this one? Guess who's on the cover? Oh, imagine that. A bunch of people that I don't care for. Let's see here. Let me go into this one. This one's 5 hours, so we're not going to watch all of it, but.
You guys can see that, right? Okay.
Listen to this.
So, Kim, you want to explain about who this is, first of all? This is all alleged. We are not here to blame anybody or say anyone is guilty of anything. This is just, we're just learning and entertainment only. Okay, we'll go for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he doesn't know what they're talking about. Again, right off the bat, doesn't have a clue what they're talking about. Kim, you want to explain to us? Again, somebody that was helping him. I don't even know if she's still around or not. But he doesn't even have a clue of what they're talking about. Allegedly, all of this stuff. Again, sensationalizing. This is about child pornography. These aren't stories that you just throw at the wall. These are serious situations. I can't understand the lack of care or concern.
So I just decided to look and research the guy that came up on Marissa and to see who he was. Where'd he come from? And when I did, and I put his name in the search engine, this is what I found.
So you remember.
Listen to this.
If Marissa comes, guys, please let me know. I just messaged her. You remember the guy who came and said, my mother-in-law, her heart's beating quickly or whatever, and Molly's not. If not good, listen, very interesting. Oh, really? That's interesting, Kara. You remember that guy who was saying, my mother-in-law or something, y'all just need to leave. These people are sick and everything like that. Well, Kim was doing some digging, and she comes up with this. And okay, I'm gonna read it to you. Okay, a Bloutville, Tennessee man confesses to uploading child you-know-what on the internet when Sullivan County officers arrived at his house on Muddy Creek Thursday morning. A statement from Sheriff Cassidy office said that Donald Wayne Sherfy Jr., 28, is charged with 1 count of aggravated exploitation of I don't even like to say the word, but I'll highlight it right there. The National Center of Missing and Exploited Children alerted county officials about the illegal downloads. Detectives were able to.
What it says is aggravated sexual exploitation of a minor.
To trace the IP address of Shafee's computer and determine that he was transmitted the you-know-what using Snapchat, Instagram. The report also said Shafee included his date of birth on the accounts. Okay, now I just want to show you when this took place.
You notice that first and foremost, they were just researching people around the summer wells. This is a person that's name came up somehow, some way. This is where they dug.
Crap, it's not showing me. But this happened May 20th, 2021. What did I say? Agitated, aggravated. This happened May 20th, 2021.
And
this guy, what do you guys think about that? I mean, that's, for one, it's it's gross, right? That came out, said, giving my yes, it wasn't him, but it was allegedly his son.
I've sent you some more emails if you want to look at them.
Okay.
There was also a Facebook post from Sullivan County. There's some pretty interesting comments under there.
Really?
Seems like this is a thing in this area.
Apparently.
And when I Googled it, the address from just to see from 110 Ben Hill Road to 2408 Muddy Creek Road, it's a 31-minute drive. And
okay, so why I'm pointing this out is because they went and found somebody, just like in the Idaho 4 case, if you guys remember to that. He and his group of people started digging on anybody that was in jail around it. This has been happening since like his 4th live in, y'all. They have been finding people that potentially have been accused of or convicted of crimes and trying to make it into way more than what it actually even is. Yes. Heels on the ground when they were yelling at the wells. Exactly. They have taken so much misinformation from the very start of all these cases and tried to find, instead of letting the evidence take the investigators where it should, they try to fit these crimes to people. Abso-fucking-lutely insane.
when I zoomed in and I look, it'll tell you it goes right past the horse farm. It's strange to me, but this is just something to look at because
exactly
this place seems like it's filled with these kind of people.
Yes. So from allegedly that area to
they mapped it out.
Minutes. Okay.
I was so mad when I saw this shit.
MP.
That's not my children, y'all. That's his background.
I don't know if that's him, Kim.
I didn't know if it was either. I thought maybe that might be a younger picture.
Mm-hmm.
She might be able to tell us because I sent it to her as well.
I don't know if that's even him. Point proven. Right there. That's all I needed. They don't even know, but they're showing this to thousands of people. Do we not understand how misinformation continues to get spread and how harmful it is in active cases, especially missing children cases? I don't understand these people.
Did she say anything?
It's a witch hunt.
No, and I text her and I forgot, shoot, I hope she's not sleeping. So I didn't text her again.
Does anyone know the man's name who came and talked to Marissa that day? Allegedly the father?
They don't know the name
of allegedly this guy, potentially. Hey guys.
Allegedly this guy, potentially.
Oh yeah,
I do know
his name is Donald too, right?
As his picture is sitting on the screen. Mm-hmm.
Yes, true. And when I looked, Don Wells said that.
Now, don't get me wrong. If this man was convicted of this and so on and so forth, yeah, there's a special place in hell for him. But trying to, I can't.
When he came home, he saw his boys outside with his neighbor Donald Sheffrey, if I'm saying it right.
Really?
And so I researched it, and this is his son.
Okay.
Listen to this.
Okay.
Self-proclaimed detective. I love that.
How do I stop sharing this? And
Julie, I've heard wonderful things about Sullivan County, actually.
okay, hold on. I'm gonna try something. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Okay. Now,
So they have no idea, but they showed all that. Now let's go back into where else they go. He's gonna pull it up in just a second.
all right. All right, so you guys can see this. Okay. Oops. Hold on.
Right, Revival?
Okay. So I cannot confirm this, but this to me seems like it could be the father that was down there. He seemed like a very nice man.
Now look at this shit. They're pulling up more shit.
He was just frustrated that they was on the property, or not on the property, but around that area. But if allegedly his son may have done something too, not saying that he did, but it's his name is also.
Not saying that he did.
Thank him for his service for sure.
But we're gonna thank him for his service.
So, I'm sorry, just 1 second, guys. Just 1 second.
Let me fast forward till he comes back.
That's what interests me too.
But
Gosh, that's so close. It was already fresh in the mind of the person they met outside the wells.
Okay, Tara says, but the offense was May of 2020.
So they're telling him
Where do
that
you see
they're
that,
not
Tara?
correct on their information, but they're going to continue. They leave this up. They pull this back up.
Yes, is that the gentleman in the car, the larger gentleman that came out of the car? The first he was aggressive, and then he started to calm down a bit and talked a bit.
Yes.
Got it. I remember him.
Someone was doing some research just to check him out.
Okay.
And this is all alleged. We are not blaming anybody, no accusations or anything. We're just trying to connect dots in order to maybe get closer to the truth.
More case discussion. I say, it's a case discussion.
So anybody, they feel it is totally okay to pull backgrounds on, investigate if they feel that there might have been a possibility of them crossing paths at one point in time. Is that what we're getting out of this? Tell me how he's changed. Tell me how he didn't come into this arena being careless and not giving a fuck about the victims, not giving a fuck about the actual cases that are going on. Tell me how this is him doing due diligence. Tell me how he is any better than the rest of these people who sensationalize these horrible crime stories, missing children. Nothing has changed.
Case discussion.
Yes, it's just discussion.
We've been doing this
So
for a long
this
time.
gentleman, the older gentleman,
Okay.
this may be allegedly his son.
Okay.
That we're seeing here.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So
May allegedly be, has no idea, but he's going to pass it off to his audience, right? Okay.
So sheriff
Cool.
office man, transmitted
Drop
child,
addresses,
images using Snapchat and Instagram. See that?
Wow. And
Okay.
when did he do this?
This article is from May of 2021.
Oh my God. And how old is this son?
At this time, not now, but when this article was written, he was 28.
Wow.
And it says one count charged with one count of aggravated, exploitation of a,
Mm-hmm.
Another thing says 4 counts.
Okay.
But, allegedly the man that was down at the bottom of the hill and this gentleman have the same name.
Oh, kind of like how we get confused a bit with Donald Wells and then Donald Weasley Wells because his son is similar. Like
Correct.
that kind of.
Oh, okay. So basically, because you guys don't do your research, in other words. Okay. So somebody with the same name, cool, whatever, just continue to go on. Find more information. Here we go. Back and forth, back and forth. Then they're going to go pull more shit.
There he is. Now there's his second record. And there he is. Second one.
Look at this.
Now 35. Same birthday, 12/06/1986.
Look at
And
this
this one offense was done in 02/08/2007.
In Arkansas.
Hey, Justin,
That's twice.
What?
can you do me a favor? Can you just recap what's going on? Because I think people are getting confused between all the hundreds and as the world turns of Donalds.
Okay. So
Okay, I'll end this. Let me end straight on this. And this defense was done in Arkansas. It says right there, he was convicted in the state of Arkansas, even though he's registered out of Utah. This one was, and where did Don and Candace meet, everybody? What state did Don and Candace meet in? When did they become a couple? There you go. They met in Arkansas. So yeah, I wonder why that his son has, like I said, 2 records for 2 different ages, same name, 2 different pictures, and he's really young in one.
Oh, okay. I see. I got you.
Are you guys kidding this?
Oh shit. Disregard that. Disregard that message. Let me see if I can delete it.
This is some shit.
That's the wrong email address. I typed that wrong. It's all justice for you.
I was disgusted going back and looking at this. I was just
the second one's correct. So if you guys recall the interview that Molly and JLR and everyone, the guy who came out from yeah, I think he had like a gun on his shoulder, but he was saying his mother-in-law, it was you know, having anxiety and stuff, and he would appreciate if they would just leave. He left, or he came in really hot and bothered, and then he kind of calmed down. Well, Kim, who's up on panel, she was doing some research.
Another time that they were asked to leave because they were bothering other people. Shocker.
Here, and she noticed, and so I can show you guys that this gentleman right here is allegedly the son of that guy who was down at the bottom of the hill who wanted Molly and everybody to leave. This is all alleged.
So because somebody confronted them and wanted them to leave, this has all happened. You guys get that, right? Now tell me how anything has changed. Anybody that criticized them, anybody that asked them for peace, same thing happened in Georgia. People were asking for privacy to be respected. Tell me how anything has changed from the very start of his channel. We've seen 2 videos now, careless shit being spewed in both videos. And tell me he's not as problematic as the rest of them. I'll wait.
Allegedly, we are not placing blame on anybody, way, shape, or form.
Absolutely. No way, shape, or form.
Yes, Sonny, absolutely.
10% of the bond to get out. Yeah, that's true. So are they on?
And they should have sent that bond at $1 million.
Yeah.
I get 10. Like, what did they send it at for 10? Like 4 counts, like all the rest
revival.
$10,000. Like that's why I said bail should have been minimum like 50,000. Like it shouldn't have been that low. That's way too
low. Charlotte, good question. His name.
You don't even know.
His name is the following: Donald Jr. And
no,
for those who are just joining, he was arraigned in May of 2021, allegedly. He posted bond the same day. He does not live on Ben Hill Road. Let's make that very clear, but his father does live on Ben Hill Road. And he was allegedly not in jail, has not been to jail. And from what we can understand so far, it looks like he will go to court. What did it say? When did it say? April of this year.
Yeah.
It's going to be April 7th this year.
Yes. And
self-proclaimed detective. That is very touchy. So yes, there could be things that would be done, but the person would have to, like, I don't even know if these people understand that they were blasted like this. Fortunately, a lot of people don't know that this even goes on. But if it became problematic in their real lives, yeah, I would think that they could at least file a restraining order or something. There is means of recourse, privacy complaints, things like that to get it taken off. I don't know.
He had child.
Seems like
you
they
know
don't answer a lot.
I believe it's so now we're blaming this guy. No, we are not blaming anyone, Roko.
No way.
That's not what we do here.
We're not blaming anybody.
Justice, please pull up East Yon Funeral Home in Kingsport. Okay, can do that. But Roko, we are not blaming anyone.
I just read that right now. I was going to say something. We are not blaming anybody. We did not say this man did anything. We are just being aware of this person. We're looking into this person. We did not claim this person did anything. Case discussion. Calm down.
Case discussion. That's how they. Oh, I can't with these creators. I've seen so many of them do this. It's case discussion. We are allowed to pull up all of this information and try to cornhole somebody into, oh, this could fit. Are you fucking kidding me? No, this is called misinformation. This is called careless. This is called not doing your due diligence. This is absolutely
I don't say anyone is guilty. That's only up to a judge and a jury. That's
It's kind of like when you look at Summer's case. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen, and I'm sure we can all agree to that. But every avenue should be explored. Every avenue.
Absolutely.
You should leave no stone unturned.
That's the
And I
only
don't
way you
care
get to the
where
truth.
you're from.
But you
I
have
know
to
what-
in this case. Look where we are
You know
7
what we
months in. We
find?
still don't know.
I find that there's some good people all over the world that just want to find this baby.
So it gives you guys the right to dig into everybody's backgrounds around these cases. People that just are speaking out and saying, please leave, we don't want you here, kind of things. Okay, y'all on that same page as me? Seems to be like, oh, no big deal, right? Okay, let's go back. We're going to drop that one, and then we're going to go back a little bit further. Hold on. Give me a second. We got to go back through all of these. Because he doesn't get any better over time at all. But I wanted you guys to understand, because a lot of people don't realize that he has been doing this type of shit since the moment he started. All right, so we are going to go to. All right, here we go. So I'm going to let you guys look at this right quick. Make sure you can see my screen yet. There you go. Okay. So he does all of these. This is the one we were just looking at. This is his third video in. Has this been checked out? That's the one we were just watching. Let's chat. Logan Dollison, Cody Bigsby, Summer Wells. Then he goes into Happy Birthday, Summer Moon, Cody Bigsby, Serenity Ann McKinney, Late Night Chat, All Topics, Dawn Wells went to jail, good or bad, Summer Wells case, Candace Bly versus Hunter's story, Justine Johnson, SpongeBob made me murder my 3-year-old daughter, Brian Laundrie, full autopsy, breaking Missouri mom, decapitates child and dog, Tasha Heath's case with, let's look at this one.
a woman named Tasha. Yay.
Let's look and see what goes on here. Oh, more backgrounds.
There.
So he's pulling an affidavit.
Where the hell go?
More.
The date is
newspaper.
7/18/17.
Hold on. Did he show this entire background?
I don't know exactly what this is. It doesn't really say. But 1/5/18. Guilty, misdemeanor, driving.
I don't know what this is, but I'm going to continue to show it to you. This is a whole background of somebody's whole background. He's got pulled up on the screen. What the fuck? Case numbers.
In
Description.
2018. I guess the
Driving offenses, traffic offenses. I mean, again, she's obviously got issues of something else. Oh, Revival, you're
Smoke cannabis, and they went
no,
crazy.
you don't see people who
So,
smoke, get
Yeah.
their face eaten off.
oof. Yeah, I don't know what other children.
The last time, I forget when she was in jail,
Okay. Here's another one. Now, Robin was involved back here.
I was thinking, did she have kids then? Where would the kids have stayed? Would they have been in foster care? Would they have been with the grandparents, sisters, aunts,
The
uncles?
father,
You know
or
what I
the
mean? Like,
father. Yeah, it's true. There's
Yeah.
not much there. Right. But we do know she had more than one because we saw the photograph. We do know she had more than one. Yes. Yeah.
I'm kind of
Okay.
late to the part.
Yeah. Go
All right.
with it.
Well, I was trying to.
Kim comes back on panel. They go over more
So
shit.
listen,
Another record. Let me see.
Worker, the doctor, and the parent. That the doctor turned around and walked out of the room and said, "This is beyond me."
well, just now.
Yeah. So
We're not going to watch this whole thing because
I know.
it's just
Trying to just
information. They.
Born this way, baby. People think you're not supposed to be, but you're supposed to have this. Perfectly.
I can't with these people. All right, let's go back again. Sorry. There's so much shit here. Okay, now let's go back up to here. Serenity McKinney, Angie Schroer, whatever. What's up and stuff. Abby or Dakota didn't tell where Serenity McKinney, Cody Bigsby, Serenity McKinney, Texas Dad. Let's see. Try this again. Man in Texas does unthinkable to son. Maybe. Tragic murder of Missy Beaver 6 years later, still unsolved. Quick update on Serenity McKinney. Police searching for Summer. Today is the day. Is today the day? Wells. Taylor Shabusiness. Orrin and Orson West. Why did Candace finally interview? The West case again. 5-year-old Mercedes. Okay, try again. Serenity McKinney. Evil parents, new case. All right, here we go. A year ago, this is where we're going to actually be focusing. This is the first one with Jose in the title. For those of you that don't understand this story yet, hopefully you will a little bit better. No.
People breaking news. Hey guys, I'm so tired. I just ate candy. I think I got my tea. What's up, my people? How are we doing? Who do we have in the chat? Hi, Ann. Love life. Excuse me, Inga. Hello. Deanna. Kumquat. Taylor. Hi. Frazzled. Michelle. For a grinding, and I mean grinding research that ICU and I did. We have finally got in touch with Jose, and we did a 2.5-hour interview with him today.
We finally got in touch with Jose. ICU and Spanky were the ones to initially reach out and find Jose. They did hours worth of research to find him. Then they did a 2.5-hour interview with Jose. Now, earlier, you heard him state that Jose was not there. Okay.
So, I am going to be sharing it with you. Jose is real. He is a real person. He did not want to be found. I mean, it's not that he didn't want to be found, but he had said everything he needed to say to the FBI. And,
he had already talked to investigators.
He really didn't know a lot about any of it, to be honest with you. He didn't know. I guess he had talked to the authorities and told him what he knew, but, he was, yes, Jose Roman.
Yeah.
So it was very interesting, to say the least. You can, take his word or.
This is going to be hard for a lot of you to hear. Thank you so much, Villainous. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Welcome to the cabana, y'all. Thank you so much.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games.
I know this is going to be hard for some of you because this story really triggers a lot of people, but it's important to me.
Not.
Thank
you
so much.
It was very interesting to talk to. I think that a lot of light's going to be shed. A lot, in my opinion. I think this. I don't even know what to say, to be honest with you, because it's still very fresh for me, and I'm still trying to process it. But the bad news is we will not be playing the interview tonight, because I have to be up at 5 a.m. and the time did change. And as you can, as ICU can testify, my blood pressure is a little high right now. A lot high, actually. My blood pressure is a lot high. But my, I think my blood pressure was like, just turn it on and go to bed. It's going to be, there's some things that I need to share. just to clarify that, TBI knows this, or maybe they didn't ask or whatever. I think in this that I will do a rundown. I think in this interview we will learn how the house was ran, because I will tell you that Jose rented a room from Dawn and or actually Candace. Jose did rent a room from Candace. I think we will learn the house dynamic, what went on in the house, to the best of his knowledge of staying there he was in the area for about 6 months, give or take. I think we will learn a lot about shenanigans, especially Dawn. And yeah, we'll learn a lot.
So, in other words, the FBI, TBI, had already talked to Jose. But these people sought him out. They found him. ICU and Spanky found this man. Unfortunately, Jose is no longer with us.
I think we'll learn a lot about behaviors of people.
Yes.
Control. Yeah. I mean, I can't, I want you to hear it with your own ears. There's a lot of sad things, in there.
There's a lot of misinformation in there too.
But we'll just have to go through it, and we'll have to see. Thank you, Firefighter Medic, for your super sticker. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Yeah. So yes, if you guys haven't already subscribed or hit up the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. I can't tell you how hard it was to find them. But listen. Honey, that's interesting. Was he nice?
I can't even believe how hard it was. Yeah.
In the beginning, no. I mean, it's not that he wasn't nice; he was firm. But now, after he got comfortable with this, when we told him, we promised we wouldn't share any of his information or anything like that. He was really nice. He was very nice, actually. The way he's absolutely heartbroken about Summer and the kids in general.
He's absolutely heartbroken about Summer and the kids in general. I wonder how this is going to go. We're not going to watch that interview today, but we are going to watch the interview. I've downloaded all of them, so even if he deletes them, we still got it. But here's the fucking crazy part. Nothing has changed, y'all. This was like a month into him doing cases on his own channel. They sought Jose out. Jose had already talked to the TBI, FBI. The internet has done so many horrible things with the misinformation that they sought out to get from Jose and took it and ran with it. And unfortunately, Jose is no longer with us. Think about this. Think about this situation. We're going to watch it. We're going to watch it tomorrow. But we're going to watch this beforehand because I want you guys to understand these stories are real people. They sought out this man. He didn't want his private information to be shared. He didn't want the attention of the internet. They sought him out. Why do you think all these people get doxxed? Why do you think? They don't give a fuck. How many videos did we just watch with misinformation and them trying to fit a victim or somebody randomly into being the guilty person? They're trying, it frustrates me to no point watching these guys. You cannot just carelessly out here blame everybody, but they do.
But I think you all should give ICU, one of our mods in here, just an absolute thank you.
KB, there is a lot of question about that. Most people say that they think that is probable what happened. If it wasn't from his own doing, it was something to do with a medical issue, like a heart attack. I've talked to a few people that got really close to knowing some of the family members and stuff, and it has not been 100% confirmed to me. Some people still say that it could have been a heart attack. Other people think it was self-inflicted. But there's a little bit of gray area on that. Unfortunately, he is no longer with us. I do know that.
Because I mean,
people are still a little.
Was he believable? Yeah, I mean, there was a couple of things in there that one of them, he kind of says it one way and then another way.
Yeah, that has been cited that it was an accidental overdose. There has been, some contact with coroner's offices and stuff by other creators trying to seek answers for Jose's family and stuff too, because there's other creators that have covered this and absolutely were disgusted with this. There's been a lot of shit that Jose played a role or was around the wells for a very short time, but the interview, you'll hear all of that.
He says a different way, but then
yeah,
also I don't think he understood the question per se,
some
right?
people think that's what it was.
But I'll let you guys, it's an interview, and you'll really just have to see it for yourself and come to your own conclusion about if it. Oh, thank you, Goosey. Thank you, my love, for becoming a member. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Honk honk.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, my dear.
Always been in the background.
Thank you so much for becoming a member. Appreciate it, hon. One of the yeah, I'm going to be setting a time. It will be we'll have a pre-plan, so it'll show up on the screen and you can hit remind what time. It will probably be around
You're fine, KB. Totally fine.
4 o'clock tomorrow. Around there.
Cherish, I'm going to read your comment out loud. The interview was traumatic for Jose, in my opinion. They sought him out, then twisted his story. He wasn't a well person to start with. He had nothing to do with the case. He left way before she disappeared. And that's all factual, 100% factual, what Cherish is saying. That's why this is really hard for people to hear, because they know what happened. They knew that he didn't have a hand in any of this. He should have never. The FBI had already talked to him. The TBI had already talked to him. These fuckers sought him out and caused so much unnecessary harm.
Nikki, how you become a member? Have you ever? Do you have a Apple phone or an Android?
Not just him.
So it's been a very long day, very long. But I'm glad to know that he's okay. First of all, like for a moment I thought, oh my God, is something happen? Oh, thank you, Versi. Thank you, my dear. Appreciate it.
As bad as the membership.
But yeah, I know tomorrow's gonna be crazy, guys. I just know it's gonna be crazy. And I'm a small channel right now, and I'm just afraid of what people say. I'm like, oh well, it is what it is. But yeah, if anybody wants to come up, I'll be happy to talk to anybody for a few minutes. It's not going to be very long tonight because I gotta go to bed. So yeah, it's probably the biggest interview in a while.
Notice how he's talking about his channel being little, but he knew this interview was going to explode his channel. Now tell me that they didn't do this intentionally to channel build and also to sensationalize the fuck out of this story. Jose had already been talked to by the FBI, TBI. He didn't have a hand in any of it. He was not okay to begin with. Tell me how this was necessary. Any of this. Oh, wait, it built his channel, right?
Anybody want to come up? You're welcome to. ICU, if you want to come up, that would be great. I would like to really talk to you if you're comfortable with the ICU. Because ICU was on the phone with me, and I was on the phone with her, and we were on the phone with Jose. Hey, Inga.
Hi, I just wanted to make you see my face. Hey, so I have a question. So if they press charges against Dawn and Candace, do you think Jose will get some immunity if he turns state's evidence because of what he might know from 6 months ago? You know what I mean? Because that was part of when.
What are you talking? Would who get immunity?
Well, because Jose was up there doing some crazy stuff, right? And he was a witness to this stuff.
No, this was he wasn't up there when Summer went missing. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, but maybe he has some, he could be a character witness against them then, and let him know,
Yeah, he talks. We talk about that in the interview as well. Oh, I'm going to tell you something, guys. Like he answered every single question that we had. ICU, come up here.
Justice, do you think that he knows what happened?
No.
Do you think his dad has a clue of what happened?
No, but I think
so. He doesn't have a clue of what's happened. He doesn't have a clue of what's happened. Let's establish here. Spanky flat out says there is no way. But they continued on. in the interview and the streams that followed are fucking horrible. In the narrative that they allowed to be painted out there after this, again, this is the preview to the interview. Think about that. He just flat out said he wasn't there. But just wait. It's so fucking frustrating. Now I understand the whole why people are so upset about the Jose thing. I get it. And I don't even understand the story as much as a lot of people, but it is heartbreaking.
When this interview is over,
We'll all have our own.
I think you'll have an opinion of who did it, maybe, or you may be more confused than ever. I don't know.
Oh no, I got goosebumps, Justin. Oh my god.
But I'm telling you, there is
Listen
a few
to
people.
this.
I think. I mean, I'm really in a lot of ways I'm not more confused, but in some ways I think about the interview and I'm like I'm more confused than ever. So, but then in some ways I'm like, no, I know exactly.
Okay.
I'm,
Yeah,
I'm
see,
really proud of
yeah,
you when I see you. This is huge.
Thank you. We
yeah,
worked
I
really.
agree. Kudos to you, and I want your numbers to jump. And I'm
thank
really
you.
bummed that I couldn't make it to Seattle.
Well, I didn't get to it anyways. Nobody did.
You know, and so I think I got off my record for my COVID positivity test, so I won't get a refund, but I can take a trip later. Is what I think can happen. But I just wanted to jump on and say hey, and oh, the next story everybody should know. What do you think about the lawsuit against those dirty laundries?
I think they deserve it, and then jail time too.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. And you know,
Squids, we're going to get into that because it snowballed after this. Yes, it absolutely. He puts the interview out and it snowballed. And then he talks about, oh, I bought him a pair of boots. Like, we're trying to help him out. It's mind blowing.
I'm always side. I don't think he's dead.
It's
Oh, I do.
frustrating.
I think he's dead.
Yeah, well, you know, you can shoot yourself in the head with either hand, regardless of what you're dominant with. Yeah, and because
Sorry, their volume is terrible.
because it was the swamps of Florida, so there's all kinds of stuff. Well, my sister knew about Gabby. I'm gonna have to look it up with her now. Nice. But
Did-
I'm looking forward to tomorrow night. I'm on the West Coast, so I forgot. What about what time your time?
It'll be about 4 o'clock Eastern. PM.
Lunchtime.
You already
here.
had it set.
Lunchtime for you.
1 o'clock. All right, you Bible Queen, you have a beautiful night.
Thank you.
I'm feeling much better, y'all. I
Good.
found out I'm having surgery pertaining to my heart soon.
Oh,
Either
very nice.
a pacemaker, or we're gonna do something to the valve or something. I don't know. I always forget what they tell me when I leave. I miss Cam, beautiful souls. I love y'all. You have a blessed night and rest well.
Love you, honey.
Pray for the world, man.
We need it.
It's sad. I love you guys, and I'll see y'all around.
Love you too, Inga. Take care, honey.
We'll watch that too, Saucy.
Well, Angie, you're welcome to come up on panel. Anybody's welcome to come up on panel, but these are my girls too. You can come up anytime you want to, honey. Yeah.
You're welcome, Squids. This is absolutely, I am not the first person to expose this or talk about this, just so we are clear. There's been other creators in the true crime arena that have actually talked about this and put out factual information. One that I do follow, she just changed her Chasing Truth. I think it's Tracy Ann now. She talked about a lot of the Summer case and put out factual information. If you actually are interested in the Summer case, I would stick to like Chasing Truth, people that factually talked about the situation. But we're going to go through the interview and we're going to go through the after effects and we're going to go through and see how dangerous this actually was, because unfortunately Jose is no longer with us. And they have a way of trying to rewrite history.
So, Justin, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, 1 + 1 is 2.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have trouble believing that 1 + 1 was 2 when you spoke to Jose?
As in pertaining to what? Like,
as in pertaining to,
listen to this,
how many theories go, how many things has been said.
He knew none of it.
None of it.
None of it.
He knew none of it.
None of it.
So he was completely had no idea what was going on.
You will understand, and I know you guys are probably thinking like, yeah, right. Yeah, right. How the hell does he not know?
Right.
You'll understand tomorrow.
I cannot wait to hear this.
You'll understand tomorrow why he doesn't know.
I think you guys are just great. This is just awesome.
Thank you.
You just pulled me away from some Ryan Upchurch, dude, with this teaser.
Did you feel as if he was? Oh, absolutely. He was being very straightforward. I think he was a little guarded at first in the first part of the interview, but I think he knew like I was genuine. You know, I'm really, listen, when I do an interview, I don't pull somebody I don't ask them questions to fit my narrative. That's what I want people to know, because I want to find Summer, whether if it's with my theory or without my theory. I just want answers to hopefully give us answers. You know what I mean? So.
You heard that, right? Just wait.
You know, and that's what it boiled down to. There are some things that he answered, and I thought, wow, I didn't think that. Maybe, but, he lived with them. Nikki, I just need you to show your face, hon.
So they knew he knew the inner workings of inside that household prior to anything happening.
He knows every crack of that house, pretty much, and outside.
Gosh, do you think any of the information he provided to you well, he said he's already told the TBI.
The FBI.
The FBI. Do you think it can help this case? Do you think?
Well, he talked to them a long time ago.
Okay.
and he gave them names and receipts and addresses. He talked to them for 4.5 hours allegedly.
Wow, that's perfect.
And he said the entire time.
So he had already been interviewed by the FBI for 4.5 hours. 4.5 hours before these pieces of shit stalked him, hunted him down.
They were verifying.
And made him into content on the internet.
Okay.
He said, as like real time, he was on the phone with them. Go check that, go there, go do this.
Wow. I see you. You're the bomb.
Absolutely.
She's good at what she does.
And Justin, you're just the best one to do things like this.
Yes.
It's such a kind heart, and you're compassionate. And at the end of the day, it's about finding that little girl, no matter
That's all
what.
it's about.
That's
Whether Dawn and Candace did it, a neighbor, an accident, she ran off herself, whatever happened, I just want answers. And so does everybody.
And instantly says whether Dawn and Candace did it. So you know his theory already. He has pretty much stuck to that. Yes, Cherish is 100% right. Unfortunately, yeah. He did announce yep. And those are still up too. Yeah.
Everybody else.
And please tell me you're doing this on your channel tomorrow.
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
I'm just on my channel.
Always checking.
Yes.
Look at how giddy he is.
Trust me on this one.
Credit where credit is due.
Yes, and ICU, everybody needs to give her just. I mean,
I already knew IC was amazing when she did some work for me on something. So
she's freaking amazing, and she would call me, and she would check, I would verify.
Yeah. Oh, here, all mods need to be here tomorrow for this, because once that title goes up, you're gonna get slammed.
Probably.
So all us mods need to be here and on top of things tomorrow.
Yes, that would be fantastic, because it's probably going to be a little busy tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, thank you, Emily.
Thanks, Emily. You're
thank
beautiful.
you so much, honey. God bless you. Appreciate you so much.
Can I just say, I want to thank everybody, because you have a lot of the same people I do. Basically, they're all the same people, mostly, for coming in this past weekend and helping out with donations for Karen. It, I think, turned out pretty well. Today, I was not able to go on live. I'm not doing good today.
Bambi, I'm sorry. It will not be members only. I'm not going to have anybody behind a paywall or anything. This is about summer. If people want to become a member, I appreciate it. If they want to donate, I appreciate it. But no, there's no paywall wherever I'm concerned. No, absolutely not. Because to me, it really is about summer. Just simple as that.
Yeah.
So, sorry, go ahead.
Look, I just want to apologize for not going live today, because I just couldn't do it after the last 3 days. Long days.
What's that? Body found near trail in Bristol?
How far's Bristol from there?
Not far.
No.
Not far. Yep, not far at all. But Kim, how are you, honey?
I'm doing good. I'm doing okay. Doing okay.
Sorry, I didn't get with you earlier. I was
Abby in the back with, but I want you to know that I love your heart. I love your heart.
Yes, I agree with Kim. She said it the best.
Thank you guys so much.
I love your heart on and off the screen.
Yeah,
thank you, honey.
that is true.
You're very sweet. I couldn't have done it without ICU though. I mean, there's no way in hell I could have done it. I mean, she is on it. Like I said, she would check.
Yeah, ICU is one fucking hell of a background runner. She runs backgrounds, but she called me a paid pedo protector. The only thing you found out about me is I had a bankruptcy. ICU, you're a piece of shit. Just reminding you. And any of you sitting over here saying she has had nothing to do with this, Goose has had nothing to do with this, Goose comes in during the interview too. Sit the fuck down. Shut the fuck up. These people are all the same. They hunted this man down for a fucking interview and then twisted the man's word, his story. The internet went wild. And now he is no longer with us. But tell me how good they do for these cases and these stories. I'm going to wait on that one. What have they done good?
I would verify, a lot of it. And I can't tell you the phone numbers, email addresses, anything. I can't even begin to imagine.
Oh, Revival. Thank you for that. I didn't even realize that's the name that they were just talking about. Yep, that is. Ugh.
And this is, I'm so proud of you for getting this and doing this on a young channel instead of a big name channel. And I think this is really going to grow for you with,
Listen.
Yeah, well, if I never get another subscriber, as long as somebody watches, I'm happy.
That's how I feel.
As long as somebody listens about.
Is Karen in the room?
I mean, this could jog somebody's memory that does watch, that lives right there, Tennessee, right there near that property.
Yes.
Nikki,
Hey,
Greg.
Good night. Yes, I think Karen. Is Karen in?
T, I would love to.
I heard someone say something. Karen something. Prayers for Karen. I don't know if she was in here.
They were nice. Karen.
If Karen's in here, we're praying for you, dear.
Yeah, she's gonna have a long day tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a hard day. Yes, Karen's husband sadly passed away. Michael, he sure did.
Yeah, and
sure
Molly
did.
Factor.
Yeah, the wake is tomorrow. Did I say
Funeral's tomorrow?
Or they have it on the same day?
No.
Oh, the funeral.
Funeral's tomorrow and the burial is on Tuesday.
Gotcha.
You know what a beautiful thing it is that everyone comes together in someone's time of need.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's wonderful that with your heart, you find people with hearts that want to do the search and the research. ICU,
Mm-hmm.
So you find many people that are true to their hearts. You know what I mean? And I think that's so super special.
ICU, she's She's a real deal. She really is.
Yeah,
She's
she
so
is.
amazing. And you know what's so amazing about her is she genuinely loves research. Genuinely loves it. And
well. She genuinely loves research. You mean she genuinely loves to dox people and get their private information?
I love that she loves it. I'll be honest.
Sure you
But
do.
we work really good together. You know, we really work really good together. Oh, thank you, Cassandra. Appreciate you, honey. Thank you.
I just need the times for tomorrow.
What's that, honey?
Rock a bit. Thank you so much. We need a music break. We definitely need a music break. This is absolutely frustrating as hell. ICU was there during the Georgia. We will get into some of that too with Spanky stuff, but she was not the lady banging on the hood. She was off to the side from my understanding. I can point her out on the video, but I do not recall her doing anything to the hood. I think that's another lady. I'll have to watch the video again to place her. She's in videos, but people have her confused with somebody else, I think, mostly.
Would you repeat the times for tomorrow?
Probably around 4 o'clock. I have to make a cover for it and stuff tonight, so I do gotta get off here soon. But 4 p.m. Eastern it will be. And the interview is approximately 2.5 hours long. It may be broke up into 2. I don't know. It'll be 1 or 2. I don't know. But it just depends on how it goes, I guess. Thank you, Shoopy Mom. Thank you. Appreciate you, sweetheart.
I'm going to jump down. I just wanted to...
You know who else they reached out to just recently? The father of one of Leilani Simon's children. They got him on an interview too, if you guys remember back to that. ICU and Goose tracked him down, and I think he's the one that lost his father too.
To tell you that you did amazing. You guys did amazing.
Thank you.
What a wonderful, wonderful job you've done.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
ICU.
Thank you, Heidi. Appreciate you, honey.
No, I shouldn't say that. Let me clarify. ICU helps pull backgrounds on people, but the information she gathered, Molly calls me a paid pedo protector. So whatever's in my background, that's the shit that they've pulled out of it. I don't know exactly who said. Molly is the one that uttered the words out of her mouth, but she's their background runner all the time. So I'm not really sure where they got that information at, but you know, ICU is in all of it.
All right. Well, guys, how am I after the cough, Fluffy? I'm okay. Like, I'm okay. It's, I don't know. You know, these things, it takes, you know, we've been looking for summer for over 8 months, like every day. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, you just want answers, and whoever did it, just whoever did it, we just need answers. Like, to me, it's not about pointing a finger at anybody. It's just about us learning together, other people's experiences, their truth, and letting law enforcement do their work. Because law enforcement will really find the facts, no matter what I personally believe, but mine is just a belief. You know, theirs, they really have to go by some sort of evidence. So, and, you know, on my channel, I just want everybody to, on YouTube, to be respectful, you know, and really work together, because we really can do so much more together than different, you know, than separate.
You're so phony. It's not even funny.
So it's just one of those things, you know. So anyway, guys, what's that? Yeah, I'm going to actually share the donations with ICU in this. So, because
did you hear that?
Trust me, it's she deserves it. She really deserves it.
So they deserve to be paid for their research and hunting Jose down. You get that? You get that? They're expecting money to be sent their way. They know they're going to get super chats and cash apps and all this stuff for this breaking interview. They hunted this man down, and people are willing to pay for them to hunt people's private information down and harass people. Make that make sense.
She loves doing it, but we work great together, and I just want to say thank you to her. Over your house now and help edit. Vintage, you're funny. No, there's not going to be a lot of editing. It's going to be pretty much a raw deal, unless I'm told to take something out of it. But no, it's going to be pretty much what it is, you know. Guys, I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for just being here for summer. Thank you for listening to me babble on and do absolutely nothing. You know, people, you know, stop taking yourself too seriously. Like, some of these people, they take themselves way too seriously, and I'm like, Guys, just chill out. We can all do it together. All right. Yeah, if you guys will hit the like button, I would like 1,000% appreciate it. It really is what drives traffic to my little channel. So thank you, Iris.
Notice how he continues to call his channel a little channel, and this interview is going to do him so good. Now you tell me it's all about Summer.
4 Eastern, 3 Central. That's right. Thank you, September. Love you too, honey. Love you. Yes, keep Karen in your prayers. Thank you, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow at 4 Eastern Standard Time. Yes. Thumbs up, please. Please, please, please. Thank you. Good night, guys.
All right. We're going to go back over here because I'm going to show you guys this. Hold on. Let me go back down here. So that's the pre-interview that he did. Now, let's go back. Hold on. It's absolutely maddening. Sorry, it takes me a minute to get there. I need to get a mouse. I'm lazy. Okay, so he did this one, was 35 minutes. The next one is 5 hours long. I'm just going to pull it up so you guys can see what's going on. So the first breaking surprise live with Jose. So he did this one next. And then he did 2 nights of interviews. We're going to get into this. I know it's going to trigger people. I'm not going to start it tonight because it's long. I know a lot of you hate this content, but I'm sorry, it needs talked about. This is the problematic behavior that we continue to talk about that harms cases. There is nothing in this right here that he just did that helped this story. They say they're all for the victims. That's what they're there for, right? Well,
if you're not familiar with Jose, Jose has been around the Wells home. He knows the dynamic of the family from the time that he spent there. And, you know, many of us have tried to get in touch with Jose. He was a hard guy to get in touch with, to say the least. So ICU and I worked extremely diligently to find him, to first make sure that he was safe, and to also get, we really wanted his take on this, because in a lot of ways, you know, we had really talked to everyone else. It's been 8 months since Summer has went missing. And I felt like he was the missing link.
He felt like he was the missing link. So they sought him out for an interview because he felt he was the missing link. FBI had already interviewed the man. He wanted to be left alone. They didn't let that happen. I'm so sick of people telling me that he's so nice. He's so sweet. He's amazing. He's got such a heart. How much bullshit did we just watch it in that 2 hours and 15 minutes? How many different things did we watch him spread misinformation on, not correct, and continue on? From the very start of his channel, his very first live. Cherish, are you going to be able to do listening to the interview? I mean, you don't have to be here, of course, but if any of you guys, I know this interview is going to be really hard for you guys to watch. That's why I am giving you guys a little bit of notice before we jump into it, because this story has bothered people just like the Marvon and Dre story. The Jose piece of it has been something that really affects people because the man's ended up losing his life, whether it be from stress, whether it be from an accidental overdose, whether it be from suicide. No matter what, the internet played a role in his final days, and nobody can sit easily with that. Yes, KB, 100%. He is absolutely, and that's what I see. I see exactly what you see because he has been so vile the entire time. This is very hard to listen to. Okay, just making sure, because I know some of you guys, this is really hard for everybody to hear. So tomorrow we're going to jump into that. I want to play it because I want you guys to hear how much got twisted off of these interviews and how this turned into such a problem. And then I want you to hear him arrogantly say he bought him a pair of boots. I want you to arrogantly hear him say that he gave money to this person and everything should be fine, basically. They sought him out. They didn't need to. Yeah. It's a lot. Oh, Wild Violet, for sure. That's why it's so hard when people are like, Spanky, you know, he's not as problematic. How? How is this not problematic behavior? I get it's like watching paint dry. I get it. It is horrible. Yes, because I've been gone all week, so I'm going to come on Saturday. Kyle's got to work tomorrow, so I'm going to do my live tomorrow. They create victims. Absolutely. Was that justice? Absolutely. And that's been part of the problem. They create false narratives and run with them, and the internet goes crazy. And it's not just them. They have a spider web of people that run with this shit. And they line up ICU, Goose, all of them. They've been condoning this misinformation and bullshit for months on so many cases. But they're great people. That's why when I say, like, Molly might be off here, but these people's behavior are the same. I don't know. It floors me. Self-proclaimed. I agree with you 100%. So are the rest of them. Do you guys believe that Justin's a part of Heels on the Ground? Put a 1 in the comments if you think that Justin's a part of Heels on the Ground. Put a 2 in the comments if you think Justin's never actually confirmed that he's a part of Heels on the Ground. I personally don't think he's a part of Heels on the Ground. I've never heard him actually like tote that. Maybe he did when they went to Tennessee. But he doesn't seem to be so jumping at the chance of doing or claiming that he's Heels on the Ground. 1 and 2. I agree, Viv. 100% agree with you. Yeah, Squids, I agree with that. He acts just like him. I just have never really heard him publicly. Have you heard him say it? Not confirmed to. He's a maybe. He's like a shoo-in, kind of, maybe. I've just never heard him announce. He has 100% announced to be a part of it. Oh, Lynn, I got to find that now. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Exactly. That's what I kind of feel. He's always kept his distance. I'm interested now. He's been to the protests. Yeah, but then he back at Stargazer. Agreed. Only when it benefits him. Yeah, Squids, a lot of people don't because he's really hard. He would have to ask Molly. That's why I was really confused by some of that, because he's not so stupid to admit it, but I perceive that's what he doesn't seem to be like braggadocious about it. Like, oh yeah, I'm a part of this group, but I really think he is. I definitely think he is a part of it in ways. You think he dipped in and out? I think so too. I think it's when it's convenient for him. Like the Georgia case, the Tennessee trip, those things. I think it's convenient. Yes, Cherish. Okay. I love the whole history here. Some of you guys have been around and watched this shit for so long with him. And it's like, ugh, how he flies under the radar blows my mind, though. Yes, he was certainly in Georgia. Yeah, we've got all that too. And by the way, if those of you guys don't remember, Justin was the one to confirm that SNBC 13 was who posted an article about Marvon's passing. That was on Spanky's channel. That wasn't even MGL on her channel. She announced it the night before on her page, but the SNBC 13 was through Spanky's channel. They do these back and forth. It's like masters of confusion. Yeah, Stargazer for sure. Yeah, the sneakiness bothers me too. Yep. Yeah, $2 super chat from Jill. Yep, that was on Spanky's channel. SNBC 13, and he used it for sourcing of another article too in another case. Oh, self-proclaimed. I've wondered about that too. Actually, the article is out of South Africa, and they have a lot of followers in South Africa too, which has always been something in the back of my head that just, T, agreed. Yes, agreed with that. He likes to go in and out, then go back like Summers. Oh, that's right. I forgot he did that too. He went to that. We'll get through some of that. Viv, I have wondered if he's used his children to get out of things. I mean, I can't blame him for that, but he just doesn't have a backbone to me. That man does not have a backbone at all. I don't know. He drives me absolutely bonkers. It is like the most draining content to even listen to him, but it's super problematic. The behavior is so problematic. It drives me nuts. It is like nails on a chalkboard. And just so you guys know, the other rabbit hole I'm down is the L rabbit hole. Again, another one that gets a pass for the misinformation, the harm that she causes in these cases, the bullshit that she does. She did not just start with Marvon's story. She has done other things. But in order to do that, I've had to try and understand a little bit more of the cater whole side of things. And that's a whole fucking disaster. Let me just say that that rabbit hole is deep and mind-blowing. In not good ways. Hey, Remy. Oh, yeah. Lynn, that is a total shit show. Yes, the history with KJ and all of them. Can I just say I'm going to need another vacation right after that? Oh shit, I forgot to post my thank you to my subs. By the way, if you didn't know, you guys paid for my vacation, I guess. So I'm going to post a thank you to you guys. If you guys thought I've lost my mind, I probably have, but I even wrote a review for staying at my in-laws' house. So thank you again for sending me on vacation to my in-laws. It was a wonderful experience. I didn't get doxxed or harassed by the host or anything like that. So I wrote a review and I thank you to you guys because you paid for my vacation. So according to people that aren't even on this app anymore. But next time I'm gonna raid their liquor cabinet and start yelling at you guys to super shat me from the toilet. Yep. Again, saucy. You guys are so funny. Not getting doxxed is great. I know, Remy. 5 stars. Nobody showed my ID. Oh, I can be petty as hell. Oh, it was so great. It was, let me show you guys this. I told you guys I was going to show you guys this before I leave today. I'll show you guys my leg. So it's not as bad on camera, but let me just say it's bad. Okay. So it's not that bad on here, but it is really bad in photos. It's real bad. You can see that. But I told you guys I turn red and then I darken up pretty fast. But it's a farmer's tan from hell. Like a farmer's tan from hell. The redness isn't glowing on the screen like it really is. My cheek, well, my face is pretty normal, but I gave myself a hell of a good tan line. Oh, I know. I should have done that. Gotten her in her pajamas, her nightie. You guys are funny. It's because I fell asleep. Oh, of course. Was that Justice? Of course. Saucy, I got like speckles even. I don't even know what I did. How I did it. The way I must have been laying. I don't know. Craziness. All right, y'all. I'm out for now. I think I might come back this evening. I want to do a fun live and talk some shit. There's a lot of shit that I want to say, but I don't want to mix it in with this stuff, really. Oh, yeah, Kathy P. It's just Moose Knuckle Magoo and her crew. I don't care. Nobody cares. We all laugh. I just love it because send me to my in-laws. I'm good with that. Self-proclaimed. Oh, I don't watch her very often, but did you go back as far as the non-sequitur and smoking nun YouTube channel? Cherished? No, obviously not. I don't even know what that is. How far back is that? I've only gotten about 2.5 years in. And let me just say, CPS calls, doxing, that's all been a thing around these YouTube streets for a really long time, it seems like. I need to watch PayPal Mal and see because I quit. I couldn't watch her anymore. Oh, Teep. Thank you. You guys are so goofy. I'll post my review. I wrote it last night. Amethyst reminded me to give a thank you. So I wrote it out. I was being a smartass as hell, but I'll post it today because it's hysterical. I've cracked myself up. Hold on. Let me find you a song. Oh, this one.
Party all night, where we going, what we doing? House super clean, fridge on full.
The guy's tongue in that one just cracks me up the way he's all. Oh, you guys are funny. Yes, we need a self-care, laugh and chill and connect. Yes. Oh, Cherish. I will have to. I'm looking at it right now. I screenshotted your comments, so I go back and find those because holy shit, that's a hellhole. BFF Erica? Oh God, Lord bless it. I've tried to distance myself from that crazy insanity over there. I have never been friends with Erica. I can't stand Erica. I've stayed away from Erica from the jump. I knew who she was coming into this from her past. Let me just say that is like the baggage that I've never wanted. And people keep attaching it to my ankle. It's like a ball and chain that I never even asked for. I'm like, why do I keep having to drag this shit around? Yes. Amethyst, we need a chicken life. We need a baby chicks life. Can we do that? Malibu. I've never been to Malibu. I like just going back to my in-laws. I'm good with that. Vada was wrong. Oh, imagine that. Vada being wrong. Considering Erica tried this whole thing before, she's trying to dox people as people who have been on panel as themselves. Like you can't. And you've got Steve sitting on panel with some of these people and knows the stuff, and they won't even clue Vada in and say, hey, dude, you look like a complete dumbass right now. Like that's how much they don't care about her. Just let her go. Look at her go. Yay. I almost wonder if it's like self-sabotage that they are sick of her and this is their way to get rid of. Oh, yeah, Cherish, I stay away. I stay away from Lobster Man. But if I'm being truthful, in order to figure out some of the history with Elle, it leads you into those areas. And let's just say I've seen things no man should ever see. If you want a bad rabbit hole to go down, go digging into that. Go digging into Elle, Uni, Katie, Steve, all of like that whole, like where they all came from, what their problems are. Oh shit, the bed. Your mind will get blown. That's a whole nother side of the internet. I don't see my therapist enough for that quite yet. Formally, we can do that. We can do one. I like my sanity, right? Stargazer Mom. Stargazer Mom, I'm sending you all that good vibes and energy. Your niece got married on a little cliff in Malibu. I want to eat my Jolly Rancher, but I won't put food in my mouth with you guys here. So I just keep picking it up and making my fingers sticky. We should do a roast live. There's a few people that could be roasted for sure. Steve McRae is a creep. I've heard that. Yes, Kathy P knows what I'm talking about. You lose your mind. Yeah, see, that's the crazy shit, Nikki. It is. Maybe I have looked into that, but I just don't realize that's what it's called. Ah, shit. Hey, Becca. We never get to see you eat. Thank God for that. Yes, Donna. So weird. There's so much weirdness back there. Like, I've always wondered where that all. Whoa, you're down a deep rabbit hole with these people and it's a dark place to be. Don't do that. Don't go down. Go find the fun ones. Oh, you guys need, you guys are all like, eat it. But then it'll get stuck to my teeth and then I won't be able to open my mouth, which is a good thing. Cherish. Yes. It's a whole lot. It is a whole lot. That's a whole nother world. A whole new world. You guys are just asking for me to get a grippy sock vacation. That's probably going to be my next vacation is a grippy sock vacation. Where'd Becky go? To the insane farm because she lost her marbles in these rabbit holes. Yeah, was that justice? I honestly like I haven't really looked into it because that was all such a distraction for so much happening. And even like the VADA EKC pieces of it don't fit. They don't fit. Nothing that they're doing is helping. And I am going to pick up and talk about that too, about the Letitia EKC Calder Jackson. It's bias. But I want to point out the misinformation that they continue to spread on that makes Letitia look worse than it doesn't. And if she's not telling them to shut up, well, whatever. But that's a whole, they're just throwing anything at the wall at this point to make it stick. And it is like, what? It made you lose weight? Cork on speed. Hey, Felony Melanie. Tamales. Oh, you guys. Not even a single pee on the live. It's the value for my money. Oh. Stargazer, absolutely. Yes, was that justice? Agreed. 100% weirdos. Weirdos. But I'm telling you what, watching them gravitate and run after like all of that crew, you've got EKC, Renell, Vada, some llama something, Penelope, Charlotte, God, there's LB, like all of that. No one DoorDashed me. Nope. Five. Oh, yes, Donna, she is. You can't look at tamales the same. I can't, I don't have the time to watch them, thankfully. Yeah, at first, I was on the fence with Charlotte too. She's still one that I'm not like as intrigued by. Like it doesn't, she just kind of picks up the crumbs off. It's so weird how that all fits. I don't even know who she is, Nikki, but that's how I found, yeah, other avenues. Like it's all weird. By the way, do you guys know who that person is that doxed me on Twitter? She's an extreme anti too, I guess. Or one of the channels that they use or something. I don't even know who these people are. Yeah, she kind of picks up on whatever the other ones fall to the wayside. I think she's trying to be the next Spanky on the stuff, if that makes sense. That's how I kind of got her. Like she's willing to overlook a whole lot of shit to build that channel. They know what Molly, they call out Katie for the exact same things we point out about Molly and the exact same clips of her saying these things and doing these things time and time again. They can see it in Katie, but they can't see it in Molly. It's so weird. It's so weird. Oh, you know what? Was that justice? That's crazy. Cece, I used to follow because she did some LuLaRoe content right after I left LuLaRoe. That's how I found her. And I followed her a little bit and I was like, this is fucking weird too, because I know some of the people that she would talk about. Like I actually know them in person. And so it was weird, but I like her take on MLM stuff. I love her take on MLM stuff. Then she kind of ventured into this a little bit. And I was like, that was a weird crossover to me. Really weird crossover, how she would ever be involved with. But then again, that's how the world works out here is. Yeah. Lynn Love and Light. I've never watched her except a short clip that I've been sent. I have no idea what Renell's issue is with me. I have no clue. I've never, again, I don't go over there. I don't troll her. They make no sense to me. They will never be able to spin the narrative straight. the stories that they're going on, the blind ignorance, the willful ignorance. No. I can't get down with that. Yes. Yep. An MLM. Absolutely. Yep. Yeah, I don't follow her either, but if you go looking, like, trying to place where the L thing because it's very confusing how L came into this when Katie was being pointed as the fall guy for shit. And conveniently, Elle and Katie had all of this history. Well, not just Elle and Katie. Elle, Katie, EKC, Renelle, Charlotte, Uni, Steve. Oh my, Roadhog. There is a million channels that pop up from that have all like clashed through this thing. So it brought in to this story this other complete dynamic that none of us were even aware of because of the extreme anti-cater culture. It's wild. Yes. Yeah, she did videos of her in the past with the MLM stuff and the downlines and things like that. Yep, for sure. Yep. Saucy, I'm not sure where LG is. She's been really busy. She's been doing really good on her missing children's channel. In fact, I need to share that. But she's been doing really good. She's been busting her butt. And Mocus, I think Mocus is around somewhere, hopefully. Tangled Web, absolutely. Yeah, but Lynn, that's the crazy part is because I'm not either one of those people. But I'm up there like she is triggered as fuck by me. Triggered as hell. And she's a non-factor in this. That's the crazy part for me. Like she does not offer anything to the content on this side of things besides just misinformation. Like that's it. Mocus. There's Mocus. Mocus, we miss you. Always. But it's just crazy. Like, if you try to unravel, because in my opinion, you can't just jump in and like be like, okay, this person picked up here. No, I want to know where they actually started, where they actually came from, like all of that stuff. That's where I want to. So it would be not fair to me to jump into this and say, well, Elle has only done this, this, and this. I was actually, Mocus, we appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for the gifted memberships.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games.
Yeah, that's a whole shit show. But in order to understand like where Elle came from, you've got to dive into that hole. And let me just say, if I come out of that hole, we'll be amazed. You just manifested Mocus. Hey, Blank Slate. Maybe it's my intuition. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She did a lot of fundraisers with music and stuff like that. And that always was supposedly to overlook her bad deeds, I guess. I don't know. Go find me. That's crazy. A lot of people found her through that. Stargazer mom. It's so funny to me because I was born in North Dakota. She's in Minnesota. And I think people pick up on that vernacular or the way we talk. Some, and they were set that was the way it was going to go. People were genuinely like begging me, please tell me that I'm not going to be disappointed and find out you're actually Katie. And I was like, I've been on panel with her. Like, no. Wait, Elle sold Unique? Or she covered Unique? Wait, did she cover the Unique MLM? Yeah, Blank Slate, they are. They are for sure. Oh. Mocus, thank you again. Thank you again. I'm going to play it one more time.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games.
Self-proclaimed, right? Oh my gosh, Donna, people were insistent that I am. Oh my God, Kyle hated the voice changer. He was like, what are you doing? He loves, like, he was like, you have a good voice. And I was like, that's not the reason. My voice is recognizable to people that know me will know it's me instantly. I know, Nikki. I know. Nikki actually at first was like, Nikki side-eyed the fuck out of me at first, and I was grateful for it. She's so unique. No shit. Wait, what? I didn't even know that yet. I haven't gotten that far back yet, Cherish. Oh, shyster. That's a whole world. So did CMC. She's so unique too. Nikki, I grew on you like fungus. Oh, Stargazer. That's crazy. I didn't know that she had tried the Makeup Avenue. That makes more sense of why she's doing the Get Ready With Me's again, because she tried to do it before, and why she's so anti-Dre. I don't know how much longer I could have taken that voice. It was bad. I know. Some people actually miss it, though. People will be like, Becky, I miss the voice changer. And I'm like, y'all have lost your freaking minds. All right, y'all, I'm out. I said I was going a long time ago, and here I am still chatting with you guys. But I might be back tonight for a fun live if I can get everybody situated and I have enough energy in me. If not, I will be back tomorrow. We're going to pick up some spanky content, but I'm going to try to break it up so it's not like every day overwhelmed of him. I want to add in a little bit more because there's only so much of him I can take. And it's problematic. It's all problematic. Like, it is what it is. People don't want to see it. They're not going to see it. It is problematic. And he is currently doing these things. Every single story he touches, he does something like this. Felony Melly, I'm not sure she is. She's been dealing with a headache today. So I'm not sure she will. Siesta Keys. No shit. I didn't know that. Oh my gosh. Bye, Looney Tunes. Ugh. Taxes. All right, y'all. See y'all later. Oh, I guess I could play the exit song. All right. Bye, y'all.
How do I say goodbye? Glad you came. Closing time. Hit the road, Jack. You don't have to go home, but make the best of this test and don't ask why. But you can't stay here. Hit the road, Jack.
See, I finally ate my Jolly Rancher and my teeth already stuck together. Bye, y'all.